Alright guys, welcome. Today we're playing more Power Sword. Expect a lot of Power Sword videos at some point here, because that's pretty much all I've been doing. I did like one Instigator Bolt Carbine run on Sniper versus the Trigon. I would say it was pretty sloppy, but probably post that at some point. Main thing I want to do today is take this to the Great Chaos Empire. See if we can do a little bit of Chaos gameplay. Power Sword, for once. Let's go to Vox Liberatus. Let's do that. I haven't done this one in a bit. You know, we still have some more deals to do, so let's take a look. Yeah, I still do all the Chaos ones, man. I'm so lazy on Chaos missions. They're just so fucking boring. It's not my fault, okay? I didn't make them boring. I didn't declare they had to be boring, okay? It's not me. It's the game's fault. Blame the game. Alright, let's do this. We're going to take the Artificer block Power Sword to this. Power Sword feels nice now, just need it on tack. I agree, British pilot. I 100% agree. It should be on tactical. That would be way more fun for everybody. It's not like tactical is going to become more OP if you give him the Power Sword. He's already OP. Like, he doesn't need more. It's just for fun. And also, I feel like the Power Sword fits his class more than anyone, besides like Bullwark. Because he's really more like John Ultramarine. He plays the closest to Titus in the campaign. Like any class. Somebody asked for Chaos missions yesterday. I promised them. I believe their name was McDinglefart, and they had a Patrick from SpongeBob photo. Now, you know, I don't know if they're here. I doubt it. But today, we are rocking more Power Sword. This is the era of the Power Sword, and today we are using the Artificer block. Power Sword on Chaos, Vox Liberatus. First time in a while that I've played a Chaos mission with Assault Power Sword. Especially on this mission. That's kind of weird, I've done it twice. I want to try out the buffs. I'm using this version mainly because we have like maximum damage. And really, I feel like the Power Rake, you kind of just want like heavy hits versus Chaos. In a lot of cases, the speed doesn't matter too much. Maybe I'll eat those words and we'll go down, but we'll see what happens. We might need a Guardian Relic to effect for that. Never know. That's not too bad. I've been really loving this new Power Sword buff. It really feels like its own little mini update to me. And I feel like it's that way for a lot of other players. Now, the other day, or today when I'm recording this video, I did upload a video talking about the balance in this game. And the absolute little easy at the moment. It can be difficult at times. But I hope that video didn't come off as me saying that every other difficulty should be difficult for people. Because I don't think the game should exclude anybody. That's not my intention. Let us body this guy. That damage. Oh yeah, feels good. Now we do have heavy bot, and sniper bot, so this might be pretty easy. With the these bots are very powerful, especially on Chaos. Guys. Well, the only attacks is just straight up get knocked back resist, unfortunately. when the Tyranid warriors do that like lunge attack, even if you have knockback resist, doesn't really matter. They'll still get staggered a little bit. One of the only attacks that will do that. It's quite funny because you can walk through a sniper shot. I mean, I say walk through in quotation when you have armor resist, or excuse me, knockback resist.
Visual on Thousand Suns barrier. Natural.
This territory is twice invaded by the presence of 1,000 suns and tyrants.
The Xenos seem eager to cross that.
Now, I've seen some people ask me if I play other games besides Space Marine 2. I do play Darktide, but like honestly, most of the gameplay that I have on these games is on this channel. At least all the recent gameplay for sure. There was some prestige grinding stuff I did off stream, but besides that, not really. But some of these videos are a little old. Like, I don't always upload a run the same day that I did it.
Physically, the Raveners of his own grave.
Oh god. Well, you know, I'll only take him one in the face, that counts. Get in frame trap. Just kidding. I'm in. Washed. That was his ultimate bomb. I didn't check my. This is probably the hardest of the power swords to use. And I honestly think it might be a little more suited for the Bullwark. I had to check something in the graphic settings in a second because here, let's check some of the graphic settings here real quick. Because we are chugging frames here. Go to ultra performance. So usually that makes this game look like shit. Let's just turn this down to medium. Effects, medium, low, details, medium. Will that work?
The world this Xenos sought to consume now consumes its kind.
It's a pretty game even when you're playing on lower graphic settings. They're good models.
That pitiful Xenos was but an abhorrent blight.
Take this ammo box. Now, usually there's a guaranteed stim spawn down here, but I usually just want to find the, we took like 90% of our HP off the zoanthrope. So if you whack the crate when you're low, oh, armor boost, but give her a stim. I'll just save that in case I go down. So the power rate does a ton of damage once we get the block off. However, we're a little vulnerable, which may have been a mistake to use this on chaos, but we'll see how that goes. Dodged me, you see that? They're learning. Input reader.
Commencing reload. The Xenos infestation is scary. Replenishing firepower.
Should be
My war gear is
ammo over here. We are using all the range damage perks as well, because I just feel like that's pretty important against chaos. Because sometimes you just need to shoot them in the face, as one does. All right, it's chaos time.
brothers.
Come on
Together
in.
we go.
We have found the source of the corrupting marines.
Flesh-bound meddlers!
Which I need that ordeal running through these guys, don't I?
That is our priority target. The change of ways shall never be thwarted.
If it's actually only 2 we need, that's pretty good. I have a feeling these guys are going to teleport on me a lot, though, when I'm trying to do this.
That obscene altar crackles with malignant energy. It must be cleansed. We shine with luminous glory. Their patron's power wilts before that of the Emperor. And we are his will. We are Astartes and Ultra. We know no fear.
I want to go into that. We definitely do a lot of damage. Or maybe that's the other guys.
Our plan must be completed.
I would say chaos is overall, like, playing assault into chaos. It depends on the setup, I guess, but for the most part, I think it's the hardest content in the vanilla game.
Jump pack refuel. Victory goes to the righteous, not the fallen.
Rolling over you.
Take flight! We will engage the altar. It must fall.
Hey.
Gifts from the forge.
Well, they saved the melt-a-bomb, because melt-a-bombs are real good for an oh shit. Especially whenever a jump pack, because we can pretty much just plant one down, get out, blow it up. If you're playing solo on Absolute, really all you have to do is just save your stims, for the most part. But the boss will always get you up. Can I land on you? There we go, perfect.
Engaging elite. I am airborne ready.
Our sword definitely has the coolest animations.
Shield neutralized.
Let us see how that sorcerer fares without his precious altar.
You shall drown in the endless immaterium. Remade into a canvas for the changer of ways. Weapons hot. Fire ready.
Alright, we got 2 of those guys up there.
All words and warfare, bereft of substance or metal.
3 of them. Triple spawn and a sword. Real crazy. Pretty rough. As long as he doesn't do the soul cannon. Alright. Well, as long as he doesn't get to do the soul cannon. Oh shit. He's tearing him up. He's tearing up the floor. There we go. Okay. Well, he's just in there. Usually I'd save it, but... Is this a relic or artificer block sword? This is the artificer. Thought we were so slow.
The armory provides.
We'll see what is next. This could be pretty hard, not gonna lie. I know I talked about the game being too easy today, but don't say everything in the game's easy.
Prepare yourselves.
It's not everything solo. Some shit's a little obnoxious. More so talking about 3-man teams. Cool animation.
Another blasphemous. Expunged it and dropped the dome. Enemy against enemy.
Oh god, oh god. It's these fucking Vangors, man. So tedious to fight these guys as an assault. Guys. Grab our power sword again. So we do have good range damage. It's just Zangor is always a little bit of a threat. Heavy bolt pistol's not bad at dealing with them. You gotta hit the headshot, which with how much they well, they don't jump around too much anymore. But back in the day. It used to be awful. Saved our belt bomb though, so that's good. Usually he's got a stim. I'm gonna save that crate in case we go down or something. Whoops. This. I want to save my next jump pack for the, well, there's a triple spawn again.
Ashes to ashes. Rust to rust. Swapping magazine.
Bring that into this guy. There we go. Gun down.
I bleed, but my juices stabilize traumatic wound. 1,000 suns identified. As my brother stands, so
Get me a raise guy over here. Look at this guy next. That guy's got actually gunned down.
my war gear is
So we use this sim here. It should work. You have a higher chance here. Well, another guaranteed one up there, so I'm not really too worried about that. And wherever we find the boss. True solo chaos. As assault's kind of a nightmare at times. That like the power fist.
Spell altar is ready to
True
summon.
tragic. It is tragic, damn it. Come on, just vanilla, it's just vanilla.
We have excised the
We got rid of the altar and now our frames
Quite
have
the
gone up
distraction already.
ever so slightly.
Use it.
advance to the cathedral.
It's the promised land. Let's get on.
Brothers, together we go. Stratagem successful. Leave the traitors to reap what they sow.
I'm very not gonna lie, I'm very addicted to Power Sword Assault at the moment. Me too. Power Sword's like actually dead ass good. Every version of it that's like, you know, every version that was good before is just better. It is a good weapon at the moment. I don't know if a slow one was a good idea, but it feels like it's definitely helping us with Rubric Marines.
Though I shall savor the cries of these heretics, let us not lose sight of our central objective.
I must do this.
Take flight and let terror fall. The Imperium weeps not. God's enemy breaks forth. Show them annihilate.
Don't want to go up to the other area. I think I do. I'm gonna fight them down here.
Finishing front jump pack review. I scatter your foul sins to the winds of
Okay, frames are looking this direction. Over there, bad. Over here, the promised land. I feel like a 30 frame difference. I don't have like a frame counter on, but this map in particular has always had shit performance for me. It wasn't that bad before, but like I did something that fucked my
Here,
absolute fucked my performance stuff.
swapping mag-
Perhaps running something in the background.
Avenging angel.
It's a more fun chainsword in my opinion. True.
Traitor tasted.
It is a more fun chainsword now. I'm just gonna go up here. I guess I'll check here in case there's like an extra. That's like armor boost. Look at this game, handing out armor boost nonstop. There's a guaranteed sim here though, so we'll take that. This is also another map that doesn't like to give me boss spawns very often. Look at that heavy bot go with his relic. Ow, you asshole. Alright, I'm just gonna go over the elevator rather than play the long warfare game. Now it said it spawned a horde there, but it didn't really feel like much of a horde. Oh.
Cast your attention to the Sangor Spearman.
I don't know if that was the best use. Maybe I'll regret that. I don't think so, though. Damn, I was just thinking, you're probably excited about the new Doom thing they released, the like Cosmic Realm. That big release thing for that. That looks pretty cool. Charles, will you do some more Darktide vids? Yes, I will. When Mr. E stops actually duos with me. We were supposed to last night, or Jefficus duos with me, but all these guys. Nobody ever wants to do the true duo. Or like the Havoc 40 off meta. Oh my god, you guys are an ordeal. Wait, no, don't shoot them. I gotta get my ordeal, you son of a bitch. Now, I was talking about what factions I think should be in the next game of this. And I was just thinking to myself, like, maybe not Necrons, to be honest, because Necrons don't really lend themselves very well to a Horde faction. A lot of their tabletop units are pretty much the same as this, which is like slow moving, not slow moving, but we walk and shoot you. They aren't like a super melee-tastic faction, which is fine, but I feel like if that game's combat's anything like this, melee's the most fun, I think, in my opinion. Nobody likes our range fest. Where are these guys? Anything but Nurgle, true. Orcs, yes, I want orcs. Big time. Well, Necron are kind of OP. They are OP. That too. Chummy banter orcs would be great. I would love just more orcs in general for that game. No boss again? I thought this map hates giving map bosses. Like this map and Inferno.
This defilement must be cut out.
We got here crack grenades. I guess I'll save those. How many factions were there in the first game or in lore? Well, there are a ton in lore to choose from, but how many of them actually lend themselves to a Horde faction? That's a different question. Oh, 2 for 1, double prizes. In lore, there are a ton. You have your Drukhari, you have your Eldari. Humanity pretty much hates like half the factions in the entire universe. Pretty much every faction, to be honest, because most of them are aliens. Aliens or human factions that are turned to chaos. Humanity in Warhammer isn't exactly known for being tolerant.
It readies for an arcane assault. Can we not choke it with the bindings instead?
Brace for demonic bombard. The assault on that ult. Regroup and refocus.
I think one of those settings that turned down made these things have like their little halo.
What's the demon sorcery?
Alright, let's go and grab this stuff over here. I forgot it was a guaranteed stim. This map gives out a lot of stims. I forgot. It's one of the only ones that gives out like 3.
The demon host sleeps on the structure. The twisted spear carrier awaits our challenge. Take flight, let tyrant fall.
Cool animation.
Returning fire.
What I wanted. Fortunate. What a waste. I have to use 2 stims to get my moral wound back.
I am airborne ready.
Can my stims work, please? Thank you. Oh, there we go.
My body is cleansed. Demon host engaging.
This. Oh, yeah, this map always goes. An absolute clusterfuck.
Jump pack refuel. Demon returning fire. I scatter your foul scissors.
What the fuck? You guys saw my parry button go off. You saw it. 4K. It happened.
Avenging angel. Swapping back.
Ow. Oh, that might actually be super detrimental if we don't get the, Yeah, what a toxic map.
Demon's grip on reality.
Grab this ammo cache. That's correct.
It unleashed its sorceries.
Alright.
The Imperium is not.
We have 2 crack grenades, so if they're like a sorcerer or something, we should have an easy time.
The demon
As
host
long as it
sleeps
doesn't
on
like
the
spawn a horde of Zangors at me.
control here. Disengaging. Suffer the corruption a while longer. It unleashed its sorceries. Your petty energies will not stand against our righteous judgment. Trace the demonic bombardment.
But like a good old.
We sanctify what you have destined. Damnation! We will not be bested by this atrocity. Uncontested. Get down. Your petty effigies will not stand against our righteous judgment.
That's one more. Do that.
Flimsy as your convictions.
Move on up to the end.
What's the demon sorcery?
Respawning on them. Or me.
Resume it ready for an arcane assault.
Damnation!
Ow.
You will not be bested by this atrocity.
So much random shit in this map.
We sanctify what you have decimated. You must suffer the corruption a while longer. Demon host engaging. Regroup and refocus. Your petty effigies will not stand. It unleashes sorcery at us. The demon host seeks our destruction.
So we'll do it this way. You really can't die when you're in this, so it's just a W.
Your affront to existence ends now, demon.
Easy. I'm close. Power Sword's the best executions in the game. It sure does. Yeah, as long as you're in the animation for that, you literally can't die. You can go down to like 0, like 1 HP or something. That's all it is. Streamer favorite class? Assault. I don't really have a favorite class in this game. I still have no idea what are the time windows for the disguise. I just shoot and hope for the best. They have a kind of a type. They have a couple attacks. They're really fucking annoying, to be honest. I haven't fought the Chaos guys for a while, but it's probably one of the harder builds to use against them. But like, as long as you time your jetpack ground slams pretty easily, or as I say properly, you can get some pretty easy kills on those. Pretty easy W's. 17 Extremis. That was like particularly high. Look at that heavy buck go though. What's champ? Sniper not putting down with the heavies picking up. No boss, so how lame. Sniper and heavy bot carrying hard, I bet. Oh, dude, heavy's always there. But, you know, we didn't even take our guardian relic there. Like, that's probably chaos. Chaos and assault is always just, especially on that map. It's that finale, dude. It's when they're just blowing you up all the time. But they definitely buff those bots a ton. Bullshit, you love Tactical. I know it. I mean, Tactical's fun. I like him for his drip. He definitely has the best drip in the whole game. That's for sure. If you really want to body Chaos as Assault, though, just take a Power Fist. Just take, like, a block Power Fist. And just use all the charge attacks. Just one-shot them. I mean, you could even take a Reinforcement, but that's a little lame. Actually, I'm pretty sure even the balanced version of this against Chaos will one-shot all the Rubric Marines and such. Do the trials? Fuck no, Bob. Why would I ever do the trials? I don't know if the Artificer one. I might try this one next time. Maybe the faster attack speed. Attack speed's usually better in this game. But this one's pretty good for our ground pound, though. I feel like we could probably get the one-shot. This one's good for the Extremis. This one's pretty good for the one-shot on the Rubric Marine still, though, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I like this. I don't know about that. Could take it to another one. You're a grown-ass man. Do the trials. I am a grown-ass man, so why would I go through the trials, Angry Spy? Why would I do that? Why would I do the trials when I could just not do that? Let me find out what's going on with this fucking game right now on my computer. Well, first, let's do this. Be a man and do the trials, eat your vegetables? No. Yeah. Dude, such frame drops on the 3090. It wasn't happening before. It could just be because I'm streaming. But it was definitely not happening before. Something with like the past day. Something I did. It's not the game's fault. Definitely not the game's fault this time. Well, maybe it is the game's fault, but not as much as you might think. Alright, we're going to try out... Let's do a gunstrike build. Why not? I guess I could try out sniper, actually. I haven't done that in a bit. I don't really need the bolt carbine. This perk, I used to take this perk for reloading, but like these days, the bolt carbine, just use the gunstrike perk to reload. That's what I think I'm going to do. A rebuild for that real quick. Do I go down this or up here? Let's see. I guess I'll do it that way. Well, actually, I want the damage, don't I? So I kind of have to go the other way, don't I? Unfortunate. These, like, headshot damage perks, there's some really weird perks in this game that, like, I don't understand who was designing some of these, because where is it? There's one on, like, the heavy bolt pistol where it's like, okay, you do 20% more damage with headshots, but non-headshot damage increases by 10%. Who the fuck isn't headshotting in this game? Like, genuinely. Who? Like, who is not always going for the headshot? Let's do it this way. And that looks good. Fuck it. For our next Fall of Atreus, maybe? We could do that. Or we could do Obelisk. I don't feel like doing Reliquary. I don't feel like sweating that much. We'll do Fall of Atreus next. Actually, do I want to do this on Assault? Fuck it. I mean, we could try out the Relic build. But I have a feeling that, like, maybe the Jump Pack Dodge build might not be the play here for doing that. Might just want the block version. Let's try this. Honestly, I've been loving the Instigator on Sniper lately, especially when you stack all the damage perks in 3 to 4 burst Majoris. Yeah, he does do that now. I did do a run with that before I got on stream on the Trigon. It's pretty fun. Definitely pretty fun. Though I didn't take the finisher reload perk on it, and that was a giant fucking mistake. Because like there were times where I just didn't have a reloaded gun at that point. Jump pack dodge against chaos sounds like a little reward. Yeah, honestly, there's not a whole lot of opportunity to jump pack dodge versus chaos compared to Tyranids. Are you recording at the same time? I was before. But I turned it off because I think it was just killing my performance. We'll do it again now. We'll see.
Our path to Aurora is barred by the Thousand Suns Silver Tower. It is a sacred relic filled with
Oh, dude, it's like coming back to this block version with the increased speed is like, you know, you've been underwater the entire time and you can breathe.
To commandeer the battle barge for the duration of this conflict.
Right, so my frames feel a lot better now. So for this run, we will be using the Artificer Bullwark Power Sword versus Chaos. See how that goes. I haven't really tried this at all yet. I only did the Artificer one. But the Relic one should be better. We'll see. Maybe not better against the Extremis, though. But better against these guys. And definitely better against the Minoris. Back in the day, Fall of Atreus used to be a much harder mission than it is now. Because it had all of these, like the finale didn't have one green card, it had multiple. So you had to like refill up. Well, you had to charge like 3 batteries potentially. Which completely sucked. Especially by yourself. Also, boring confetti versus visceral gore. True. I just think Rubric Marines were a terrible idea for this game. Hot take. Maybe that's like... Maybe a lot of you disagree. I don't know, but I feel like most people don't like Chaos that much in this game. It's not just because they're... I mean, they're definitely harder for Assault, but like on a lot of the classes, they're not harder at all. They're just boring. I definitely think the relic block may have been the play. Because I'm not feeling like I'm losing a lot of breakpoints here. But I do feel like I have a lot less issues with the speed. On account of the massive fucking speed increases, you can imagine. I will say that little jump pack recharge they did in this game, the increase, if you take that on top of like the 20% now, it's pretty good. That's not that bad. Alright. There's a Rubric Marine over there. Let me read chat for a second. Needs more melee Majoris. Thankfully Chaos Spawns are coming. That will be cool, but like will Chaos Spawns actually be like an extremist, or are they going to be a boss? Chaos is lame, says McDinglefart. McDinglefart, you're the guy that told me to play Chaos, and now you're like, it's lame. You told me at the end of last stream. I remember. You know, some people may think like, oh, nobody cares about their viewers. That's not true. I remember every single one. Because we're terminally online. Just kidding. Kind of. We try not to be. You know, it's just what happens when put yourself out there. What are accuracy? Look at him, he dodged me. Aim bottom heavy. That was troll because Chaos is fun. Alright, fuck you. You just tell me to do it and you're like, oh, it's a troll. Okay, you know, and here I was trying to be kind. Not time I ever do that. So I was like, yeah, you know what? I didn't play Chaos. I should give it a try. Try it out in the power sword. Here I am having negative fun. Ow. That may have been a mistake. That may have been 2 mistakes. I have more damage. I had to get the block off first. I was gonna do something like that. I really have to wonder, like, who at Saber Interactive, like, you know what a fun gameplay loop is? Running around shooting your heavy bolt pistol for 40 minutes against Chaos. Oh, you're low. Enzyme gifted 5 first tour guardsman memberships. Thank you very much. That's very generous of you, Enzyme. And to anyone who just became a member off of that, there is a community post. And there are emojis active in chat that you can use. as well. Thank you again. Thank Enzyme. A W in the chat for Enzyme. Very, very generous of him. Let me look at this. Sorry I was in the middle of the Terminator fight for that. Oh, an ammo box. Just what I wanted. Just kidding. We're always hungry for stims because we're shit. I mean, because we like... Because Chaos just has you taking random damage sometimes. Ow. I'm washed. I'm washed.
The chains of the war been
W for Enzyme. Seriously, dude, that's crazy. I know I may sound focused, but I'll give you a proper thank you once I'm done getting my shit kicked in by this. Whatever this is. Alright, I gotta go on this guy. Dude, that Terminator just dove in like, get down, Mr. President. I was shooting my fucking bolt pistol at him. Alright, let's see. Playing Fall of the Trace with Assault is a bold move. This opts where my Assault teammates die and rage quit at the start. Ah, yes. You never know. Alright, we can actually get his members here. Yeah, once again, now that I'm pausing, been watching for a long time, want to contribute to the best Space Marine YouTuber. That is very kind of you, and kind words. I really call myself the best Space Marine YouTuber. I am one of them. Actually, no, I wouldn't even say that. I am a Space Marine YouTuber. I think everyone in this community is pretty good, except for like maybe a couple people. We're gonna talk about them, but like they're not. Maybe the guy that steals content. Maybe not him, but I don't know. I feel like it's okay to shit on thieves, right? We can shit on that. Like, I'm not about, like, dunking on other content creators, but, like, if you're stealing thumbnails and content from people, I think that's pretty fair. Melt-a-bomb. Ammo cache. But yes, this is the mission where a lot of people rage quit, isn't it? How is a pre-heresy Thousand Suns Marine same height as Primaris? They just really stretched out that confetti in the armor. They dragged it out real far.
What is the fastest way to get the battle barge out?
follow me. Our rifles stuck have been relentless in their attempts to deplete my ammunition.
I don't think I've ever done this mission with Power Sword. I'm honestly more shocked at how well the Power Sword is functioning versus Chaos right now, because before, this was like probably the worst setup you could possibly use on these guys. Oh, there's probably something worse you come up with. Like a normal bolt pistol would probably be pretty suicidal, but... Look at that. Look at that combo. Oh, I didn't even do the Power Sword combo in the last one. Who's the, Will you do the dragon mission next? Helldrake? I don't feel like I want to do that. I see space sorcery. I remember starting to watch you when you had around 3K subs. Congrats for growing fast. Or growing and content in general. Thank you very much. Yeah, it has been quite the ride. My friend was the one who told me to just upload for this game. Just like, hey, you should just upload for this game. Because at the time, I was already making content for, as y'all know, we are a filthy fucking weeb here. But you know, nerds, like, sci-fi nerds and weebs are adjacent. That's how this shit works. I was already making filthy weeb content at the time, so we said I should make this. And I was really shocked to see the support. So thank you all very much. I think one YouTuber accused FTG of cheating. Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. But yes. That person also said that they were better at YouTube than me. And, well, I wonder how they cope with that now. But that's not the person I'm talking about. The person I'm talking about is a guy that came in to steal... with his stolen content and then push people. He said, I have the best builds in all Space Marine to come to my channel. And then his channel is all stolen thumbnails from like 5 different YouTubers. He took thumbnails from True Vanguard. He took thumbnails from Italian Spartacus. Shameless. Absolutely shameless. Can you really cheat in this game? Yeah, you probably, I mean, I'm sure you can cheat in every game. I mean, I guess you could set it so like every single parry window is like perfect. It'd be pretty fucking obvious. Like anybody that plays this game could probably point out cheating very easily. If you play this game extensively. Like most cheating in PvE games would be things like macros. Like somebody has like a guaranteed thing, but even then, Space Marine 2 is not really that kind of game. That's something more so you'd see in like Vermintide and Darktide. And even then, a lot of players are like genuinely okay with macros in these games. I don't, like personally, I know Darktide and Vermintide's communities are like, okay, mods are like mod HUD, like mod UI elements, like Danger Zone, to see where barrel explosion radiuses are is like totally okay. I feel like the game's hard enough to warrant it for solos and stuff. Personally, I think that's like a little over the intended vanilla design in those games, but people accept it. So I'm like, okay. I mean, players much better than me accept it. So I feel inclined to be like, yep, that's fine.
Heretics. Let us eliminate.
Macros, though, I consider that cheating, personally. Like, I know everyone in Darktide uses like the health bar mod, including me, but like really, I consider that. I know it's totally fine within the rules of a Fat Shark, but it's definitely easier than vanilla, for sure, especially for guns like the Recon Las gun. I wish there was a HUD mod for Space Marine 2 to see before cooldowns. See, that would be good. Dude, some Darktide... If you look at, like, top-level Darktide gameplay, some of it looks like absolutely... The UIs look hideous. Like, they're competent UIs. They're just hideous. Slice and dice. Pretty fun. Did we just open this thing up with like 0 issue? How convenient. That just means the latter half of this mission is gonna suck ass. This game never just gives you a W. Remember when people were using the mods in public games and like other weapons were on classes they weren't original to? Yes. Yeah, they said it was causing server instability. Like, no shit. When you have, like, a bunch of people joining your lobby with, like, modified games. It is really funny looking at Darktide and Space Marine 2's communities and just seeing, like, the different responses to things. Because in my true solo for Darktide, I used a Recon Las gun, and I'd say that's a pretty easy gun to use. But yeah, we also had like the health bar mod and stuff. Like nobody gave a shit about the health bar mod. There was like Recon Las gun to get lost. But in Space Marine 2, it's like totally vanilla gameplay, just with true solo. And you'll just get comments that are like, obviously cheating, trash can, invalid garbage, go back to fucking Wendy's. It's just funny that the Darktide community doesn't give a shit about like modded UIs, but if you use an OP build or like stealth, they will make fun of you. That's the opposite in Space Marine. Ow. This is toxic. This is toxic gameplay. This is not fun. Now, speaking of mods, though, ow, I should have seen that coming. Dude, these angles are fucking assholes. Death to each and every one of you. I think Chaos got... Now, I did Ruthless runs on, like, OG solo for Assault. Like, we're talking OG Ruthless before the Minoris parry even existed with a Fencing Thunderhammer. That shit sucked. But I would say that was probably the hardest Chaos has ever been for Assault up until, like... There is an argument to be had that when Zangors were added, it got even worse. Because I was really thinking recently, I talked about this in the video I uploaded today, that this game will probably never be as hard as it was during launch 5.0 lethal, or like maybe the launch, like the launch 5.0 or the very launch of the game. Because the difficulty in this game during that time period was kind of fucking absurd for like a normal player on the hardest difficulty. Power Sword plus Assault seems weird. That's just me. They at least send you to Arby's. Yeah, dude, don't make me work at Wendy's. Every Wendy's I've ever like known employees of, or like, you know, if I went to school with them or something, it's always been like a front for like a drug dealing. So take that as you will.
I do not recognize these symbols. Were they carved by ancient man?
Never seen a drug dealer at like Arby's. That's all I'm saying.
There are more pressing heresies that need our attention.
Good night. Can I get a power roll off? I feel like that would do wonders here. I sat in a soul cannon. That was foolish. I also destroyed all of my executes. That was also foolish. But you know what I'm going to do now? Prepare, chat. We're going to do the ultimate gamer energy of, actually, maybe we won't do that. Stop shooting. It's not nice. Having a rage guy on my ass that entire time is not exactly what I would call succulent, but it was something we were forced to deal with. Power whirl, power whirl. Oh fuck. I got baited, dude. Baited. Can you still skip everything by spam rolling in this game? Yeah, you pretty much can. Not literally everything, but like most things, yes. Though it's kind of funny because nobody really speedruns this game for the most part. Because like, there's really no point to. Like, you would get stuck at some objectives, but like, who the fuck wants to watch this the entire time? So this just in, guys. The balance. I've never seen an ammo crate here, by the way. Not ever. Not my entire life I've seen an ammo crate here. But hey, that's new. But this just in, the official review of the block power swords for Chaos. Relic one's better than the Artificer, in my opinion. Because I don't think I'm missing out damage a whole lot. I'm gonna go back to that other melt bomb and then proceed to blow up more shit. That guy, of course, forced me to parry, naturally. I'll be with you in a second, Terminators. Stay right there. Oh shit. You know, having a 1x1 hallway. As a child, I yearned for the mines. I can't say that was exactly optimal, but on account of the massive fucking damage I took. I gotta roll through these guys. Not like all the way through them, just like literally through them. We're not skipping anything. What happened to the Terminator? That's my question. Did they get him? Chicken jockey, dude. I bet we all know what Ro's talking about. Remember the Minecraft movie when Steve came in with the melt-a-bomb and blew up all the Terminators? And it said, "I am Steve." Great scene.
Captain Akaran, your Ultramarines are late. They are under heavy attack and need reinforcements.
We are approaching
Alright.
your besieged bastion.
Make haste, lest your tardiness lead to the harm of our blessed vessel.
Alright, we aren't we don't have like super Alright, these Angors gotta go. That still hit me. Getting gunned down like a dog. Right into it. It was great. That's okay. These Angors gotta go though. Time.
Intercepting projectiles. We have dispatched the mutant.
Look at that damage though. Alright, well we can fuck them up. Once the other dudes are gone. Quite easily. Oh, of course it's this one.
Is this the glory Magnus promised you?
What's this guy going unenraged on me, dude? One enraged Zangor. 12 thanks. Ow. Thank you. Jesus. More dangerous than the actual boss at this point. Whoops. Alright, give me my block charge. Now perish. Wow, that was goofy of me.
I am the right.
These Angors are so annoying, they sure are. Tiny little brains.
In death, their dark gods shall show these heretics only further torment.
What an obnoxious fucking situation that was. Another Guardian Relic? I guess. I mean, I might as well just die, right? Guess I'll die. Do ultimate cheese. In fact, you can get 2 Guardian Relics in the mission. I mean, why not? Oh, look at that. Convenient little execute just for me. Perfectly on a platter. Thank you, Straven. We never said it wasn't going to be cheesy. That's what I mean when I say solo absolute can be pretty easy, and then, you know, if you just... I mean, we didn't even use our stims properly. If we had saved the first stim we got and then kept the second guaranteed one, we'd pretty much be vibing. Or, you know, if we had manipulated the director a little bit differently. You go down like 4 times in this game if you properly ration your stims, basically. We'll play Tyranids again after this mission. We're just filling out the chaos quota, you know what I mean? Every now and then you just gotta toss yourself into a little bit of chaos assault gameplay for the fun of it. Fun. Triple, alright. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. I guess I'll just have you all die to this dude. Red not built different. I guess I'll grab these grenades and I'll hide back in my little hidey hole.
Jump pack review. Take flight and let terror fall.
Grenade on them. Chat for a second. For the fun of it, press X to doubt. True. What's up to Archmage? Can you beat a mission only using a pistol? I mean, you probably could. Do I want to try doing that though? No. Why, you may ask? For my sanity. It's like, I don't know. Do I want to spend potentially 10 hours doing something that doesn't sound fun at all? Or do anything else? Now, to anybody who saw my power creep video today, now a viewer convinced me to upload that. I knew it was going to be controversial, but like I tried really hard to make it very clear that I was only talking about absolute difficulty. And I wasn't saying that, like, you know, if you're a casual gamer dad, because like I said this game's a game for drunk gamer dads. And I didn't mean that in a bad way, because half the content creators I know in this game are gamer dads that play this game intoxicated. It's not a slight, okay? You know, hell, I would drink playing this game. It's a fun game to play while you're drunk, okay?
I have opened the gates. The cogitations are clear. We cannot preserve this.
You really misunderstood what I was saying.
Such a meager number of troops.
Talassa is not there to provide you with protection. They are there to prepare that battle barge for flight.
Drunk dads were angry. Drunk dads were angry.
Possibly break free of Demarium's gravity in its present condition.
You only require that it reach the enemy vessel and destroy it.
I had thought you Astartes would
The engine should provide sufficient lift, but the vessel
I also feel like some people didn't actually watch the video because they were talking about how like the game, they weren't even playing on absolute difficulty, and they were talking about how the game is hard enough. And I'm like, well, we weren't even talking about the other difficulty. Let's talk about one. That was all.
Charging from our power plant. Those areas of the facility are compromised due to the volatile nature
Ew,
of the
medicine.
fusion batteries.
Wow, truly blessed this game.
Prevented from
Guaranteed
moving without
victory.
an attendant. Lead it along the tracks to the
Not this
junction
drunk
station.
dad. I'm a drunk, not a dad. So no harm, no foul. I haven't tried the new power sword yet. You should. It's very good. When will the Max Prestige Vanguard video come out? Oh my god, I actually forgot to do that, didn't I? Tomorrow.
Our progress is stymied by mismatched rails.
I think I had one
Several
recorded
consoles
before,
for managing the tracks
and then I found out something about the one perk that was a total lie, and I was like, well, this is worthless information.
Assuming they possess the ability to extrapolate accordingly.
Surely the Ultramarines screen their recruits for reasoning and spatial awareness.
Considering this planet.
Yeah, I'm curious, chat. Tell me, or is it unreasonable to say? Like, I know that Space Marine 2 is not a sweaty game. I don't want it to be a sweaty game, but like, is it unreasonable to say that like, if you find something hard, or if you think a difficulty is too hard, turn down your difficulty to somebody that doesn't have time to play a game? Because like, honestly, when I was a kid, all I would ever play was easy mode, and I was having a hell of a lot of fun. And if I saw like Veteran on Call of Duty, I'd be like, okay, I'm not gonna play Veteran until I feel like, you know. People are addicted to being angry nowadays. First week you see on Twitter. Like, yeah, Twitter's something else. I haven't touched my Twitter in months.
Heretic hostile. Tell them, no heretic shall find peace.
I know Saber, the main reason I made that video is because Saber said they wanted to make Absolute harder a patch ago, and a lot of these changes they were thinking about implementing, they never put in the game. And the heavy bolt pistol did kind of just power creep every single other secondary in this game currently. Like, it is just strictly better. You haven't really used any of the other ones for like... You know, if you just want to use them, there's nothing wrong with that either. Like, I still use the Chrono Pistol sometimes. It's fun. What's funny is I have completed more Absolute runs than I have Lethal. That is pretty funny. They're pretty much the same difficulty. One of them just has 3 extremis ones. Yeah, Saber said they wanted to do double terminus spawns. Hopefully not simultaneously, because that'd be pretty bullshit. You know, guys, I try real hard to ride that fine line, because I know like there are people who don't have much time for games. That's totally fine. So I hope I made it clear in that video, but I guess not. I felt pretty bad because, you know, the other day I went on a Twitch stream and I met some guy who said he had 3 kids and he liked my content, and I was like, oh, that's very wholesome. And I hope he didn't take personal offense to that if he saw that video. If you only designed the difficulty for the hardest difficulty for the hardcore players, you should only listen to their feedback. That's kind of true. I agree with people when they said that ruthless difficulty should have been was a little too, not easy, but ruthless difficulty should not have been as hard as it was at launch, considering the player base needed it to actually progress their weapons. Like, you actually needed to go play ruthless to get your armory data. But like lethal and absolute are 100% optional difficulties. They're literally only there for like cosmetic rewards and for a challenge. Lethal is bugged just with 3 extremis. Oh, that sounds fucking nightmarish. Imagine you're just like playing lethal for fun because you don't want to touch absolute yet. You just get slammed by triple missile terminator. Fun. I'll tell you that 5.0 lethal, having to deal with like missile terminators as an assault. 5.0 assault lethal solo. Not fun. Height formation solo assault on lethal. I was there. I was there when it was written. The most nightmarish time of this game. Because holy shit, your melee weapons hit like a wet noodle. It was awful. Dude, they're flying so much I actually can't hit them with my Alright. Alright. Wow, you actually didn't die. Jesus Christ, what a waste of my HP, all because we miscalculated. I have no ammo. I thought I was gonna hit you anyways. Oh yes, please. Get rid of them all. I gotta look back at some old footage of Launch Lethal just to take a look if it was actually worse than this or not. But I don't really remember what the spawns were like beyond the triple extremis on top of fencing weapons being very unfun. Assault is not good for chaos. You don't say. It's the hardest content in the vanilla game for sure. You can definitely do it, but like I wouldn't say power sword is the weapon for it. I want a power fist because you can hit all the breakpoints and just whack them. This map especially is a pain in the ass because like, if you're playing assault and you hit that button at the wrong time, hope you like just taking a bunch of damage. Remember they had to nerf the Inferno pistol because it was added to assault? Yes. What a stupid thing that was. That's nerf like one of the best weapons in oh, excuse me, not the best weapon. That's a nerf one of the worst sidearms in the game because we're adding it to a class that never wants to use it. And that's buff heavy bolt pistol. As one does. Alright, I need you for the ordeal. Now give me your brains. Will we go down here? Probably. Oh, look at them. Bang, bang. We're stacking damage on them before they even get here. It's like a wave-based shooter. Shit. Did I even hit them with that? It's hard to tell. Honestly, hard to tell. Oh, yeah, it's my favorite enemy in the game, the Enlightened Zangors that nobody ever Do you think the plus 20% damage on equipment is at all viable on Vanguard? I mean, by viable, do you mean can you use it and let you live? Yes. Meta, though? No. Everything's viable in this game. It's not all as good as the other stuff. Oh, look at that guy. Yeah, look at us. Who would have thought? Not me. All the way at the end. I've had some tragic deaths here on True Solo, but we have a Guardian Relic, so our chances of dying here before the battery charge. Honestly, we could probably just run around in circles and not die at this point. Where's the fun of that? Wow, none of you died. None of you. Actually, that's probably for the best, so I can get you all to execute. Ah, yes, more Zangors.
Transmitting targeting signal now.
Your signal barely registers, but I read it.
Your data is clouded, Lieutenant. Maintain close proximity to target.
Dang.
I'm airborne with I am the righteous storm.
Good aspects, guy. Get Power World. Ow. Get ganged on. Supposed to do that. And then bonk these guys. I was being a little stupid there.
Lock target now.
Routing signal data through telemetry systems. Numerous errors detected.
Wouldn't even need the second Guardian Relic, technically. Would have been fine.
Trajectory.
But God, what a waste. What a waste that all was. Actually, did we actually need the second one? Maybe. We did get the full heal up first. Whatever. We take what we can get.
Mission accomplished. I hope it is enough.
I never understood why people want the Inferno Pistol and Assault. You come across any flying enemy, you're just boned. It's like the worst sidearm on him. Heavy Bolt Pistol over other sidearms. True. God, that was a slog.
Martyrdom is worth it.
Alright guys, now we can cash in our Chaos tokens for Tyranid gameplay without getting flamed. My god, how long was this mission? Let's see. Like 40 minutes. That sounds about right. 45 minutes? Balls Trace is so long, bro. Yeah, it is. So is pretty much all the Chaos missions are long, because this takes forever to do some of their objectives. Enzyme gifted another 5 first regards to the memberships. That's crazy, man. Thank you very much. W in the chat, dude. Fat W. Let me give you a fat W here. Crazy support. Absolute legend. So, for those of you who have become channel members, Bo Dark 7, Nonchalant Gaming, John Owaki, Cinnamon Toast, and Toxic Fox 6. That's a funny name. There is a community post about channel memberships on this channel that you can view. And also, you will have priority in games with me when I play with viewers, which I might do later tonight. It is Friday night, so got a lot of free time today. But definitely do that. But thank you again, Enzyme. And all of you who did get memberships, thank Enzyme, because he is a goat. Absolute legend. Okay. That's enough of whatever the fuck that was. Now we'll play Bullwark Power Sword, because that's all we're spamming these days, I guess. Let me get some water there real quick, guys. I'll be right back here. Can I see your sword and its perks? Sure can. I did make a video on this today as well. I know some people disagree that you don't want Minoru Slayer because it doesn't hit breakpoints, but like you aren't the only instance of damage. I've played without this before and it just felt worse. And you know, over hundreds of hours, that's my example of it. Like like there are numbers like that you could say like, oh, take one of these, but like overall, this just felt worse. I did have someone try to tell me the heavy bolt pistol had like a lower, was like actually not as good as a plasma pistol. They're smoking crack if they think that's true. Plasma pistol's good, but like heavy bolt pistol is just Timothy in this game. I can't believe they gave this weapon to all the classes. Honestly. Let me take off this ugly ass outfit. What the fuck was I cooking here? Oh yeah, Sides of the Emperor says Deathwatch. This is Sides. Let's do that. Or maybe we could play a different one. You know, I'll tell you, if they do come out with the Tech Marine, I will be playing Praetors of Orpheus. Because these guys are like the Ultramarine. They are an Ultramarine successor chapter, if you can't tell by the Ultramarine symbol on them, or for Ultramar. But they're pretty much obsessed with technology. They are similar to like you know, they're pretty much filled with the Tech Marines in the first place. So that'll be what I will make. Though I do like to edit their outfit a little bit. Not super lore accurate, but just like this outfit, not super lore accurate. I got flamed as like this being a Blood Raven. You know, I made a short about this outfit, and I was like, oh, this is my custom Blood Angel. And someone's like, actually, that's not how Blood Angels really look. And I'm like, can you do shorts titles not display what the short is called? I just imagine, like, you know, if you're going to leave a comment on a short, I feel like you'd read the title of the short first. Maybe not. That's just me. Not that I've ever left a comment on a short, or watched one for that matter. Oh, what was I cooking here? Oh, actually, oh, fuck it. Let's play Exorcist. You guys like my Exorcist outfit? Hmm? I've been doubling down the drip recently. Though I don't really know what they'd wear for their color. Probably black. Black's a pretty good color to go with most things. Alright, on that note, we're going to play the most brain-dead build ever with Intimidating Aura and Armor Reinforcement and Fencing Power Sword. And then we'll move on to something else, I think. And we'll take it against the Hive Tyrant. Like, I want to see how much damage this one does. And Nathaniel Walker, your heroism inspires us like Commander Boreal. Thank you very much, Nathaniel. Also, based Star Trek PFP. I was just actually thinking about that the other day. That this is... I'm pretty sure it's a Starfleet pin, right? I'm a big Star Trek fan, if you don't know. How you do? The non-cringe Grey Knights. Yes, exactly. The non-cringe Grey Knights. I love that one fan art, or it's an official art piece of them handing over, like, a possessed weapon. Alright, I'm gonna go hydrate. Be right back, guys. Alright, we're back. To go body the Hive Tyrant. This game needs to let you customize your bots, though. I'll say that. That's what I want next. It is doing great for the Starfleet pin. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Star Trek. It's funny because my dad was a huge fan of Star Trek: The Next Generation. Like, he's really more like a tourist. He just watched the TV show. But I got really into Star Wars as a kid, and then later as I got older, I started to watch like Deep Space Nine and Next Generation. Never really watched the original series that much. I've seen parts of it.
We are inserting you near a bridge held by the Imperial.
There were some really good episodes. Star Trek: The Next Generation is like probably one of the best series ever made. Like stupid episodes and all. Some great stuff in there.
Yes, Captain. Consider the Synapse leader eliminated. Delta Wing box check. Meridian en route.
Talassa is on
Okay.
site, Lieutenant.
Acknowledged. Proceeding to relay. Maintain
So
box
my
course.
review of Power Sword on Assault for Chaos, it functions. It's just not very fun. Look at that damage. Kind of crazy that comes from a fencing weapon. Granted, we did intimidating over him. Okay. What are next? So we're using the Glory Shield on the banner because I'm actually not a big fan of invigorating icon in this class. I've done this many times. The main reason is just because I think like the banner as like an off cooldown ability just feels more fun to use to me than like using it as like this little medical beacon. And also I just feel like the invigorating icon leads to like a cheesy way of playing at times.
I have not needed someone to mark my targets since I was...
Especially with that new perk they had.
Wait, Thaddeus. Can your device identify the weak points of today's foe? Very well. In the name of brotherhood, you shall guide my aim.
I'm gonna put a poll in chat in a second because I think I have a question for people. Should the let's put this poll in chat here. Should the Power Sword be on tactical? But the answer is gonna be yes, almost unanimously. I don't know who would disagree with that, to be honest, but we'll see. Or James is asking about which books to read first. Horus Heresy, usually. If you're looking for like more recent books, Shadows of the Throne of the Regent, or like Shadow Watchers, Thrones of Regent. Oh my god, am I even remembering the book correctly now? The one with Gilliman and his whole coup, the attempted coup. That was a good one. Probably one of the better books they've come out with recently. Let's bomb this. Literally a waste. Maybe a little bit. Oh yes, tactical needs more toys to break the game with, yes. I do like seeing how far the tactical can go in this game. It's always fun to me. Get all this bramble out of here. Pretty much impossible to die in your banner when you have that 20% reduction. It is pretty funny that on the Bullwark, if you have the armor reinforcement stuff for like not taking any stagger, that will basically make it so you can just take a sniper shot and you won't even move. It's pretty funny. You don't get knocked down at all. You know, maybe I'll just take a sniper shot for science to showcase it. Like, if this guy were to snipe me here at some point, in the next fiscal year.
We crush the ravenous brood.
15 business days later. Guess not. What about you? I see like that. We don't even move. Don't get knocked over at all. Just take it. I find that pretty funny. Depending on the results of this poll, that will decide if the video talking about that is going to be called should the tactical get the power sword, or tactical should get the power sword. You know, I know some people don't want it on him, which is kind of like, I am curious. If you don't think he should have it, I want to know why. But then you can have a whole team of people using the power sword. It's pretty funny. Immovable object for real. Exactly. I just want the power axe for the secret level. We got the man's drift. We need his weapon. True. He doesn't want to do melees like power axe for assault. That's true. Tactical got too much. Why bother restricting weapons to classes? Probably because, like, I don't know if a power sword would look very good on, like, a sniper. At least in this game. Like, in tabletop, it looks fine, but... No, I can't really think of any recent ones. You know, it was a long time. Fun fact, there was a long time there were no Primaris models for Tech Marines. Until semi-recently. Do you think the Stalker bolt rifle is still a viable pick for tactical instead of the bolt carbine, plasma, or heavy bolt rifle? They're all viable. It's tactical. Everything is viable on tactical Swanee. If you want to, like, anything you want to use. Well, honest to God, anything in this game is viable. Like, there's nothing that's, like, non-functioning currently. Some things are better than others, but, like, you can take an Volkite, you can take an Inferno pistol. But when I talk about what's good in the video, or if I talk about what's good in this game, I'm never telling people that you can't play other things. It's just a lot of people ask, like, what's best in the game, or they're trying to level up or grind efficiently, or they want to know, like, what perks work the best. And that's all I'm really trying to help with on that.
Brothers, to my mark. Keep going forward.
You parrying my Norris? Honestly, I forget half the time. Good morning, FTG. Good, what is up, Sturm?
Rally point reached, Lord Akaran.
I literally forget I can parry my Norris when I use fencing all the time.
Standards. Locate enough to demolish the bridge.
I think the necessity of armor on parry from my Norris is greatly overstated in this game. I think a lot of players just don't realize what sets up gun strikes on their weapon. It's the biggest thing. Perish. Heavy bolt pistol's so good for contested health recovery too. That's like one of the many reasons it's better than the plasma pistol. That it is very good at consistent contested health recovery, especially on classes that don't usually have it, like the assault. It's funnily enough like your best contested health recovery on the assault class in a lot of cases for some builds.
Waste nothing, brothers.
Knife is on tactical though. And knife should be, it is on tactical currently. Yeah, I am curious why people think that it shouldn't be on the tactical class.
More charges are
I guess people
required
want
to
the power
create
sword to be
successfully
unique, but like,
destructive blast.
honestly, I feel like the tactical fits the power sword more than most classes do, just because he is the closest in gameplay to Titus in the campaign. And I'll be real, the power sword on the jump pack feels like a little goofy to me.
You failed, but that is the last of those filthy seals.
What did I say? I think the class diversity is best defined by their weapon choices, or else it would make the class system pointless if more and more weapons were available to everyone. Yeah, look at Assault and his heavy bolt pistol robbery. They all came in and like stole his gun. And they gave him a shitty, like, Bullwark like left the power sword on the table for him with his plasma pistol, and then like all the other guys came back like, hey look, you can have our, so we decided to use this Inferno pistol and it sucked, so you can have ours. That's all he got. They pitied him.
Primed explosives.
Not like this. Get down, Mr. President, and then like suicide bombs you. No thanks.
We have trampled the Kittery Palace.
I've experienced enough of that in Battlefront 3 when people would take jeeps and just put C4 on them.
We still have supports to wire. We need more bombs.
No knockback while you have armor is probably like, it might be the best armor perk. Oh my god. I don't know if I feel like that, it's not. But it might be the best no knockback perk in this game. Wow, a reverse Mr. President moment. True. He just... Ravers comes in. Alright, let's grab this one. So I'm curious to see how fast we're able to kill the Hive tyrant with the fencing power sword, because previously the fencing power sword was always like a real ass. Real donkey ass at killing the Hive tyrant. And I'm pretty sure intimidating aura doesn't work on him anymore. It might actually work on the Hive tyrant. I haven't checked that. I know it doesn't work on oh no, not like this. You fuck. Ow.
We are ready to ambush the target.
The Hive tyrant will reach your position shortly. Join the Imperial Guard defenses up on the bridge and lure that Xenos Colossus into the kill zone.
Okay. Fun. Interactive gameplay of getting shot in the ass.
The Imperium provides. Ammunition here. Reloading.
Alright, let's go and hit the big button.
Sending fragment. Our glorious fragment down. Our adversary listens to you down. Deny them the advance. That silence the tuning by Kitty. Inserting rounds.
Alright. Shall we move on, gentlemen?
Stop that target from rallying fresh warriors.
At some point in the next 5 business days.
There is no going back.
Alright, well, good enough. The Chris Kyle Tyranid sniper, dude. Holy shit. That's a reference I haven't heard in a long time.
Swapping magazine.
But Saber gave him a prestige perk that grants a jump pack charge on armor pickup. Oh yeah. True, the boosted recharge. I remember I saw another YouTuber say they liked that perk, and I'm like, what the? Do you play this game? Like, genuinely. I have to wonder. Like, when have you ever been playing Assault and you're like, thank God, dude, the armor boost, my jump pack's back. What would I ever do without that? Like, it's... When you have prestige perks, it's just like, okay, here's 15% more headshot damage you can stack on your bolt carbine. Oh, you're invulnerable for 2 seconds. And then you have one that's just like, here's a jump pack on the pickup that you might get in the match. Or the snipers for like, here's infinite ammo. Do you guys want infinite ammo on your bolt sniper? Yes? Well, you got a prestige. They pretty much made prestige perks mandatory in this game.
This position until the Tyranid command unit is executed.
Was it your nemesis? No, it was not my nemesis. It was someone much bigger than me. It was the, I don't want to say a tourist, because they're not tourists in this game. But I would say they were rather casual playing, and they may not have understood how bad that perk was. But I really don't know how anyone could look at boosted recharge and be like, fuck yeah. The only perk that would be, the only class that perk would be good on would be Bullwark. And like maybe, not just Bullwark. Like that's literally it. With the invigorating icon. But then again, he has a way better version. Like, Bullwark gets to hold up his shield and just get all of his abilities recharged back 1% for each projectile. And, like, real talk, guys, they're probably going to nerf that perk. I don't know if they already did, but previously it was already working for, like, ear-friendly fire. Like, if you shot your teammate's shield while they had that, you would get your ability to recharge back, which is pretty crazy to me. Oh, I forgot I can carry my Norris at the power I currently have.
Keep your eyes peeled. The Xenos leader beast will be in visual range shortly.
What the? I got gifted a sub? Yes. Thank Enzyme. That was him. He gave out like 10 subs. He gave out like head what do you, not subs, memberships. God, I'm brain farting tonight.
Give the Hive beast a moment.
I think Yursky thought it was awesome because he thought it was on normal armor recharge and not armor boost pickup. See, that would be busted. That would be busted, but no, unfortunately, that's not where we live. It's not the world we live in. That would be a god tier perk. If you just got like every armor recharge, you got your full ability charge back. I mean, I don't know how you time that. But like old heavy bolt rifle would have been like super meta if that was true. Just keep getting your aspects back, or your if they kept the armor regen perks, which I kind of wish they still had those, because those were kind of fun to use. It was pretty funny to watch your armors like constantly go back up automatically when you shot into a Minotaur's horde. You know, I'll say this, guys. After playing Chaos for 2 missions at the start of the stream, I just remembered exactly why I don't like playing Chaos missions, because they are boring as fuck, and it's just constant dodging and shooting heads.
It will be done.
At least on the assault class.
It is over there, brothers, attempting to claw free. Xenos scum on scope.
What the fuck? Hey, whoa, I'll read chat. Chill, chill, chill. Nice.
The supremacy of
I'll tell you, I'm curious, guys. Do we want Horde mode to be a wave-based shooter? Or do we want it to be like... Well, it's obviously going to be a wave-based shooter. But what I mean by that is, do we want like a set amount of waves in Horde mode, or do we want like endless, like we're playing Call of Duty Zombies? Now, I haven't played Zombies in like 10 years, but fun fact, I was the first person to reach 18 rounds on the moon in Call of Duty Black Ops. Actually, I take it back. I was like one of the first 50 people to do it. Just fun on Xbox. So like, yeah. It's a cool flex when they came out. Definitely not because I skipped school, but that's not. I don't see that's relevant. Okay. I got gapped about like 20 minutes later, but I'll let people know. Highly doubt it'll be endless. True. I hope it is, because if it's like a Mortis trial thing that did in Darktide, like people are gonna be disappointed as fuck in that. Like it has to be something crazy. I just feel like endless would be the best thing ever. Like you just progressively run out of supplies, or you get supply drops. Maybe like incorporate the supply drops they had in the campaign. We're like, all right, guys, we're armoring up. Drop the pod, like requisition. They said they're putting a lot of work into it. Maybe they are cooking. You never know. Because like this update had a pretty cool mission, but a lot of this update is just like we add some perks, we add some busy work for you to do, we add some new weapons that were already in the game. Like we added weapons to classes that were already in the game. So like it feels new, but like a lot of the stuff just moved around vanilla. But Horde mode, they know people are like banking on Horde mode. Personally, I don't know why we're banking on Horde mode that much. Because like Horde modes have been historically not that great in a lot of games. There also been some great ones, but what's my favorite weapon and class to play? Or mission and class play? I think I like... Well, I play a lot of decapitation. That's more so because it's just a quick match to test out some stuff on. Okay, what a joke, dude. This class. 40 frames of parry. Space Marine 1 Exterminatus was hella fun. Horde mode is the hopium of this game. I think people are going to be disappointed. Imagine if they added modifiers throughout the wave, like ranged enemies moving slower but shooting 2 times faster, Terminus only doing unblockable attacks. Modifiers would be great for this game. Absolute needs a full rework. Absolute needs modifiers. That's why I'm still shocked at the reaction to that video, and I was like, oh, let's make Absolute like a little harder, when like that's literally something that developers had talked about, and like that's controversial to some people for some reason. Quite odd to me. Yeah, everyone's entitled to their opinion. Ow. I just ate that Devourer, and that guy just phased through my gun strike, or my parry. It's an unpopular opinion, but I'd rather see a big PvP update. I know Big Gentleman's been playing that, and he said the same thing, because PvP in this game right now is dead. It is dead. Nobody's playing that shit outside of like private matches and like some very niche, very niche
where shall I plant this flag?
tryhards on it, which is fine, because that's just how PvP games like this go. Play some very dedicated players, but beyond that,
Waste nothing, brothers.
not a whole lot left. Alright, let's go
Follow me through.
body the Hive tyrant, see how this goes.
We have it now, brothers.
It is time to body the Hive tyrant with the buffed power sword. See how much damage you do with the power rig. Well, it looks like intimidating aura still works on him. That is simply the power of the Bulwark. We use that to handle the Minotaurs.
Creatures undergoing some kind of transformation. Their energy begins to surpass fatal weapons.
How much damage we do. The increased damage on the power sword chunking him on top of our intimidating aura. We're gonna body this guy. There we go. That's all it takes. Ah, yes, the mighty Hive Tyrant Gunstrike Simulator. True. Like they learn their mistake with all the other bosses, and they're like, oh, okay, you can Gunstrike them. It just doesn't like knock them back on parry. Like, there's no way one Primaris Marine is going to knock back a Hive Tyrant off a parry. I just don't believe that. So Aura still works on the Hive Tyrant? Sure does. Are there any Chaos missions you like? I do like some of the Chaos missions. Like, they're not the worst, just like the enemies are boring. Like, Vox Liberatus is pretty cool outside, like, the one portion. The very end. It's very fun. Balance needs to do something else, not just a stats shuffle. I agree, Sturm. I only know what they do with it because like block is kind of broken. Block is kind of broken in this game, and I just meant in general. Do enemies endlessly spawn if you didn't proceed to the next checkpoint, or does it stop eventually? They'll spawn forever. Hordes, like, there are some areas where enemies don't spawn, but like hordes will spawn forever in this game. They're on a cooldown, like a mid and max cooldown. I think they only spawn on your movement. So if you stand completely still, they won't spawn. But besides that, they will spawn indefinitely. Okay. Let's go use all this. We had to do the right thing here. Do this. So I kind of nerfed my favorite build on this. Why am I using this perk? Oh, actually, this is not the one I thought it was. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Alright, we'll take this. Range damage against terminus level is increased. That's always good. Take the damage. We're gonna play Bolt Sniper. Actually, we could probably just take the fire rate version because we have that infinite ammo basically now. What do we got for the perks though? Okay, they moved these around, didn't they? This straight damage increase sounds better than more damage at range. After a finisher, that's always pretty useful. That was one of these last round. First round of magazine, that might be better. How often am I actually emptying this thing is the question. 6 rounds? You never know. But which one goes to a better one? Neither of these. Okay. Shots will penetrate block stands. Those are usually pretty good perks. Killing Majora's with a headshot restores 1 armor. I mean, okay. I guess. I mean, I like damage. I'll do it this way. Oh, actually, that might be goated. Because hipfire in this game is not that bad when you have this perk. 1 second, let's do it this way. Don't typically need the terminus damage all that much. Let's try that. Let's take it to, I don't know, ballistic engine, exfil termination. Maybe. Enzyme gifted another 5 memberships. Unreal support, dude. That was crazy, dude. Thank you very much. I don't even know what to say, to be honest. I'm always bad with this. Because this feels disingenuous. Just be like, oh, thanks. But, like, seriously, dude. That was absurd. Our W is a massive fat W in the chat for Enzyme. Also, once again, all new channel members. There is a community post about being, if you're a channel member, to talk about, like, some of the benefits. I will be coming out with channel membership content. Since we have channel members now, I'll just come out with some channel membership only content. You guys can let me know what you want to see. I'll post some community polls for that. And thank you again, Enzyme. And you guys should thank Enzyme too for giving out memberships like that. It's very generous of him. No problem, man. Just keep doing what you do. I will do that. I will keep doing what I do. And today we will do termination. I promise. I will do what I do forever. This one does. Show Vanguard perks, Brody. I will after Envy. Alright, I haven't recorded this one too. I haven't recorded a sniper gameplay in quite a while. Actually, that's a lie. I did an instigator run. Does that count as much though? Eh. The shotgun sniper build, I dig it. I saw somebody using this, like when the game first came out. They were popping heads. Chaos has too many Marines, not enough demons. They have 0 demons right now. Except for like the Hellbrute. That's it. The Zangor guys are just like little beastmen.
They mean to harvest this planet's biomass. They will take Kadaku, but we will make them pay for it. Those towers.
All right.
Acadian platoon has taken up position near an abandoned Imperial fortress.
Today we are rocking the Bolt Sniper Rifle. Rate of fire version. With a max prestige sniper. First time on termination in patch 7.1. I have not done this with the sniper yet in this patch. The ammo economy on the Bolt Sniper has always been pretty awful, but today we're giving it a whirl. Because we pretty much have infinite ammo. I tried this a little bit on the PTS server, but now we're on the live game. It should be pretty good. They did kind of nerf the melee sniper build because your shadow stab no longer procs properly, or like it won't deactivate your cloak properly, which kind of sucks. So that's the world we live in. It did kind of get like a pretty needless nerf as far as I'm concerned. We're just getting this long ammo back right there. Or it will when we actually get the
Inserting fresh magazine.
We'll see. I wonder how much it gives us. I know it's percentage, but it's like 15% of your total magazine with versatile precision, the prestige perk.
They shall not.
We missed. It's awkward. See you back there. We just got 5 shots back from like 1 secondary kill, excuse me.
Medio line engaged.
I may have picked a negative perk synergy with the last shot being the beneficial one if we have on execution. Man, this class kind of fucks, huh? Oh, okay, mind me. What if I hit fire you? Oh, that's pretty good actually, with the maximum shred reduction. What about you? Can I do this? It's pretty accurate. Oh my god, goofing up. I just go willy-nilly with this thing down. That's pretty cool. You have to be very conservative at all. Oh. Okay, well, no, we're getting 2 shots. We didn't get that much. You can't count. 2 shots is still a lot. Every 15 seconds. Especially for a gun you had to use so sparingly previously.
Active camouflage charge. I shall have a word with the armory master then.
Oh, what I was seeing was the ammo recovery is actually functioning now.
Amelio line cloak activated.
Whoops.
Zoanthrope will not be troubling us any further. Our tactical superiority will best their numbers.
Sagger, crazy.
Tyranid, stealth ready.
Alright, where's the other thing? Now, this versatile precision perk will proc off these 4 mines as well. So that is pretty cool.
Amelio line cloak ready.
There's a bio over there or something. Must be.
Alien bioform.
Yep.
Active camouflage charged. Amelio line cloak activated. Stealth ready. I have eyes on a fireball.
Probably just take a math of you.
I am a phantom of death.
Just have a waste. Try to shoot tiny head there. Fun with melee him. Need to be turning around like that.
Amelio line cloak ready. They shall not.
Bring your tiny head. There we go.
Gun beast is stealth ready.
Marksmanship leaves something to be desired.
Tread carefully, Decimus.
Better get the apostate.
Man, Sniper's pretty strong right now. You know, you got all the
Now is no time for
melt-a-bomb recoveries if you find a melt-a-bomb. I mean, even then, any equipment regen on a 30-second cooldown is going to be god tier in this
Considering
game.
my aim, you are also testing the strength of your spine. Active camouflage charged.
Or he felt that. Or did he? Oh wow, that one sent me a little closer than I thought I would.
Stealth ready. Fester and rot.
The lictor hunts. Failed by
Unseen ice. Amelio line cloak ready. Reload.
kind of hate when these lictors go into a boss instead of us.
Synaptic servant slaughtered.
There we go.
Xenos viscera is everywhere. Inserting fresh magazine.
They definitely up the number of termagants though on Absolute with patch 7.0.
They shall not see.
Go and melt the bomb. It's all over now.
Tossing rendezvous on my mark.
Free real estate. Let's waste all of that.
We cannot backtrack.
Let's grab this. How about ammo regen? Okay. I'm just gonna do this because I can.
Arming melter charge. Active camouflage charge. Chameleon line cloak activated. Expunge the obstacles.
What I wanted. I want this gun.
Chameleon line engaged.
I feel like that initial shot doing more damage might actually hit the breakpoint there instead. So that's something I'm gonna try next time on this build. There we go. Perfect.
Stealth ready.
Alright. Old Cypher's pretty damn good now, guys. Can't lie.
I am a phantom.
Oops. Not if you missed your shot, though.
Chameleon line cloak ready.
How that actually hit him? It did. Okay. Sometimes you never know when like your bots are in the way. Like, did my shot actually hit him?
You should lend me that jump pack sometime. I would never want for a good
Okay.
vantage again.
Let's move on.
No better line of fire than a barrel rammed down the enemy's.
I hope you are cleaning it often.
I'm gonna bomb these guys if I can.
That zoanthrope is no more. Melter bomb The galaxy is a better place for there being one less Ravener. Active
Man, this guy just bodies everything now. How beautiful. It's funny how one prestige perk completely fixes this gun's ammo economy. Like, you know, you don't use it for like a minute.
unseen I stalk my target. Stealth ready.
Commencing reload.
Alright, that was a waste.
Alien bioform eliminated. Changing magazine.
Okay.
The Reclamation Center entrance is just ahead, Captain.
The Hive ships are moving into range of the Capillary Towers. We are in Kadaku's final hours.
We check for a guardian. We're like, I don't think we need it on this class though. Ammo box. Well, we have a full ammo thing right down there. Okay.
Only one way in. A choke point. We should not linger.
definitely enjoying this build though. Very fun. And it could be even better. That's the crazy
On
part.
the other side. The machinery here lies dormant.
So even if they're blocking, you can still get back your charge, your power of excellence, or your equipment. You just spam those melt-a-bombs endlessly. Every 30 seconds, melt-a-bomb. It is as good as it sounds. If anybody's ever wondering how you fight Minotaurs for this class, this is how. Alright, he'll feel that, probably. Maybe.
We cannot leave this place without awakening all the consoles.
Stealth ready.
Alright, yeah, felt it.
Reloading. Camellia line cloak ready. Camellia line engaged. Stealth ready. Active camouflage charge. Camellia line cloak active.
That's what I wanted, but
We're unable to leave this room until all of the
Camellia line cloak ready. Fester and rot. Not abomination.
see that hip fire accuracy is actually pretty useful.
A most impressive cleansing.
There we go. And now we're actually out of ammo.
Enter the fortress until the
So I'd say that's a lot of value you're getting from that perk. I wouldn't even get the full Minotaur's room using like off cooldown per second. But yeah, 15%. And that combined with the reload perk, you can get back like half your magazine or something, like whatever you spend on like non-lethal shots, or I think it's like per shot. That's the actual perk description. But the Bolt Sniper does have its own ammo regen perk, independent of that versatile precision. And it seems to function a lot better now.
Readying next volley.
Union with vessel complete. Ministerial authority accepted.
Let's see what else we can get here.
Changing magazine.
Okay. Let's go to the capture point. There's gonna be an armor boost in here. There it is. I mean, that's not bad on the sniper. It's just not what I love.
Communion established. Transmission of blessing has commenced.
Dang. Up. Up. There we go. What a waste of armor.
Attention, ministers.
This is my least favorite part of this spawn. The spawns in this update are like these little termagant, like equidistant spread guys. Sometimes I'll purposely spread them out just to be obnoxious. It's pretty good.
Camellia line engaged.
Oh, I'm so stab you.
Active Camelio line cloak ready.
Alright, I'm gonna blow this guy up. Yeah, I really thought the Melta Bomb was gonna do more, to be honest.
Active camouflage charge.
They had a hard head to hit though, these little guys. Handle the brain.
If we are to fix this, we must destroy the spores that spawn these
I
vines.
thought of that. Okay.
We eliminate the source, we eliminate the obstacle.
I'm gonna kill this guy before he starts.
Stealth ready. Tyranid Bioborg executed. They shall not see.
Alright, kill these guys, move on up.
Their numbers are no match.
I didn't even hit them.
Camelio line cloak ready.
That purification perk was so good. Now, I don't know if purification's bugged, but like that's the contested health perk like right there.
Camelio line engaged. Score by armor.
Maybe something damage. Or significantly harder too. Alright, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do what we call a gamer move and just blow them all up.
Synaptic servants.
That's how you handle warrior facts in this class.
Stealth ready. Alien Tyranids repelled. Active camouflage charged.
Alright, the final boss.
Camelio line cloak.
How much of a boss for this class though? Oh, maybe even Mr. Shots he is.
Vessel detected. Shared distribution of blessing has been interrupted. Return to the console to resume.
Right, that's enough of that area.
operational. Connection to core controls established. Praise the Messiah. System restoration complete. Primary controls reset.
Alright, let me in.
Battle waits for us. Open the door.
Captain Akaran, we are entering the fortress.
Good.
More ammo from here.
Head up to the
Perfect.
cannons and remind the Xenos of whom they dare
We've
to
barely
attack.
lost any HP this mission. So, that's simply the power of purification. That might be a waste of my ammunition here.
Melta installation done. Camelio line cloak ready. Focus fire on the Tyranid gun beast. Inserting fresh magazine.
Stand right there. Let me shoot you.
Stealth ready.
Oh, this guy, dude. Why you grab me through that? You bastard. Alright, can I get to this dude?
Second wave headed toward us.
Spam the E key. Okay, that works.
Camelio line
You know, bots hardly ever take executes in this game, and when they do,
Xenos monstrosity.
I never expect it. And it frustrates me.
Synaptic servants.
Because usually, like, if you're playing with other players, you can play around the fact that they might take your execute. But in this game,
Active camouflage
if you're playing with
charge.
bots, 9 times out of 10 they won't do it.
chainsaw, you would be an
Alright, so we've had no boss fight yet.
Reciting lengthy
If it's a neurothrope, we're gonna shit on it. If it's a Carnifex, we'll also probably shit on it.
Yet, I find the
But
time
it'll
for
take slightly longer. So we don't have a,
If you would like to test
we have a
how
block
you
knife, we don't have the melee damage perk. So you can absolutely chunk his HP with Shadow Stab and like some block charges. Oh. I didn't even notice all these guys were here. Didn't even look behind me. Block, dude. This little guy. Oh, I thought you were gonna come right at me.
Tyranids have no vibrant tactics. Readying its volley. I am a phantom of
Perish. No. Oh, good. Now we can use the block charge on him. Or not, it's gone.
Active camouflage charge.
Resist Devour. Oh, that's why you hurt so much. You're enraged.
Stealth ready. Alien biobomb.
Now they're both enraged. Fun.
Amelio line cloak ready.
readying its volley.
I rose this guy.
Amelio line engaged. Active camouflage charged.
Oh, it's in the enraged thing now. It's really easy to fight bosses with purification though, because you pretty much just can't take any serious damage. Because usually these bosses, depending on what weapon you're using, you have like an easy way to get your contested HP back. But we can just do that. So we're off to then. Or not. Or we can just take damage. Okay, that works too. Oh. Oh.
Amelio line cloak ready.
Well, we never said we were perfect.
Melta installation done. Synaptic servant slaughtered. Active camouflage charge.
Oh, that was right in the dust. Nothing that.
Amelio line cloak active.
Oh, that's bad.
Administering stims.
Getting caught by, I don't want to get hit by an enraged whip. Personally, just me. These guys do a lot of damage. Alright. Alright, bot, you can just chill.
Amelio line cloak ready.
This guy won't stop.
I am a phantom of death.
fuck? Thank you.
Active camouflage charge.
Oh, that was interesting. I wouldn't exactly call that clean, but it's done.
Titan, we stand triumphant over the Tyranids.
Got the ammo over here. There was a Guardian Relic spawn on one of these things. I don't really care about the Guardian Relic all that much. With the Carnifex dead, unlikely anything else is going to kill us in this game. Or even down us. Maybe like... I mean, Zoanthropes on this build is pretty just easy to wipe out as we showcase, and also Biocores. The big thing is that Purification kind of like removes the actual things that down you for the most part in this game, which is stuff like Biovore spores. Because oftentimes the thing that kills you or makes you lose all your HP is just some like random attack. It's like, oh, there's 70% gone, and that's that. The Purification kind of gets rid of that entirely, especially with the invulnerability perk on top of it.
Our orders are clear. Advance.
The Tyranids seem to know you're close. They are amassing at the fortress.
Good. My blade will be soaked in Tyranid blood.
Alright. On to the
Take all
finale.
you can carry.
Now, when a massive wave spawns here, it's like a big old horde.
Not just its
That can be
size,
pretty irritating.
but its weapons, brothers.
This fortress is defensive weapons. We will terminate its existence.
What the fuck? You come right even hear your spawn. Oh, you little shit. I don't think so. You almost had me, you sly dog. You caught me monologuing. I mean, I wasn't really saying anything, but... Alright, that was maybe a waste.
They shall not.
Bull's gonna kill you.
Remain on guard. Zoanthrope approaching. As Zoanthrope has played its
I really want to just shoot him in the face with like my hip fire, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
stealth ready. Camelio line engaged. Camelio line cloak ready. Tyranids have no vibrant tactics. I am a phantom of death.
Where is he?
Active
I guess he's just dead.
camouflage charge.
I guess I got him. I guess our guns did a lot of damage. Oh, he's back. Never mind.
Camelio line cloak activated. Alien stealth ready.
Alright, let's check over here. Probably an armor boost. Yep. You know, a game's AI director is easy to manipulate when you can guess what it's going to be. Okay.
Servant slaughtered.
To the finale.
You are near the last cannons. You will need to find the manual controls to
That's a lot of spore mines.
I see the console you speak of.
form of guns. Is there like a shock grenade or something here? No. I just gotta go chop them one by one. It's not difficult, it's just monotonous. When I want to blast this guy. Alright. Okay. What's happening? I don't feel like walking up 5 feet because I'm lazy, so I'm gonna do it this way.
Cannons active. Targeting system non-functional. Initializing secondary system.
We have landed a powerful blow. We have incoming.
As you aim, the server's path will relay your target to the system.
Avoid its contamination. It cannot shrug off our cannons.
Alright, as long as I stay underneath the bridge, I should be totally fine.
We have landed a powerful blow.
That's that.
The Titan.
Defense cannon depleted. Engage auxiliary generators to resume firing.
Good.
Camellia line cloak ready.
This guy leaving an area denial. Gotta be some of the most obnoxious shit in this whole game. You know what? We're just gonna cloak. Yeah.
Awaken our slumbering cannons.
Just do this. I'm gonna get this up before the whole horde comes, if I can. I'm just gonna tank it. There you go.
Generator ready. Ready to fire. Active camouflage charged.
Prevent system no longer detected.
A lot of horn guns.
Engage console to reestablish communication between the fortress and service.
Not for long though.
We have incoming. Stealth ready. Unseen eyes, right eye. Active camouflage charged. Alien only twitching Xenos carapaces.
Look at this, it's a whole firing squad. That's what I'm talking about.
Line cloak activated.
It's just new. It wasn't this bad before.
Camellia line
You know, I wonder if Saber Interactive made the exact same mistake I did, but they're like, okay, you know, let's just up the Termagon spawns a little bit. That can't be that obnoxious. And then you see like 50 of them pop up, and you're like, oh, this is actually really irritating.
The Titan fires at us. Keep light between you and the Xenos.
Oh, damn it. That'd be enough. I was wrong. Alright, I just gotta get rid of this gun, and I can go kill that Biovore pretty easily.
It cannot shrug off our camp. We have incoming.
That looks slightly to my left, not toward the army, so I'm okay. See, now he's shooting right at the army.
Time to end this battle.
Where's that Biovore?
Re-energize the las
There you are.
Death was the only possible outcome for that tyranny.
Okay.
Once we activate the auxiliary generators, we shall rouse. The Titan fires at us.
How much HP do you have?
Active camouflage.
A lot. Oh, that was close. But once again, let's get this before the whole horde comes to like put a whole jungle on me. Alright, if these bombs come for me, that's just a price we're willing to pay.
Activation complete. Cannons loaded. Stealth ready.
Grab this guy.
Camouflage charged.
The abomination targets us with poison.
Guardian Block right there. We don't need that. We're just gonna grab this and shoot the guy.
Amelia line cloak ready.
That way. Man, Purification, kind of a busted perk. A little busted. I don't have any HP for this, or I don't have any armor, but of course just an area denial right here. Feels great. Feels great.
Stealth ready.
Strategically positioned.
Avoid its contamination.
What I wanted, but there we go. That is all. It's over. A little bit long, that one. I wouldn't exactly say that was clean on any level, but it's fun. That's a pretty fun build. I feel like I definitely build the Bolt Sniper better. I feel like we weren't hitting some breakpoints there. We could be. And for a lot of weapons, breakpoints aren't that important. But for sniper rifles, definitely. Definitely makes a huge difference. Let's take a look at the stats. How much was that? I feel like we had a lot of biovores and zoanthropes. I feel like this game decides to send more zoanthropes at you if you're a sniper. Probably takes that into account with the director. I didn't see too many lictors or raveners. Definitely a lot of the other ones. Let's see, 16, yeah, or 17, and whatever else. 35,000 range damage. It's not bad. It's pretty good for a bolt sniper. Alright, that is all from that run, though. So time to go on to the next. Under the bridge seems most consistent to me. Are we talking about where to shoot it? That would be the place. Sorry if I wasn't talking to chat during that run. I was just a little focused. Plus recording that one, so it sounds awkward if I'm just like... Enzyme again with another first regards membership. Dude, that's fucking crazy. Absolutely carrying me. Carrying the memberships on this channel. Thank you very much, Enzyme. Who got this one, though? Let's see. I can't pronounce this. But you were also free to look at the community post. Some random Chinese characters got it. Actually, it was, I think they were actually in there quite a bit. I know some people with, I don't know the difference between the East Asian characters, okay? I'll be honest. Like, as far as, like, the characters for writing go. But, there are people in here that talk regularly and have those, so you never know. I'm not cultured enough to know, to understand the difference. And Ode and I, with another First Regardson membership. My god. Certainly insane. Thank you very much as well, Odin. I've seen you in here quite a bit. W's in the chat all around. For both these legends. Absolute legends. His name means table corner. Interesting. But where is it from, Sturm? Is it Chinese? Or is it Korean? I have no clue. I know this might sound like the most uncultured thing ever, because it is, but I have no idea. And you'd think I'd know, because I had spent an entire... There was like a 6-month period in my childhood where I had a Japanese exchange student living in my house the entire time. Like, same age group. And they taught us all about that, and I completely forgot. And then Angry Spy also gifting a First Regardson membership. W's all around. Big W, guys. Crazy night for memberships, apparently. Absolutely insane. What will we play next? Probably play one more. I will go use the bathroom real quick, though. But thank you very much, Angry Spy. Thank you very much, Odin. Thank you very much, Enzyme, for like the 15 memberships. And also thank you again, Nathaniel. You've been doing a lot as well. All much appreciated. all I can do for now, but thanks for all you do, FCG. Hey, man, watching is more than enough. It means a lot, and I appreciate any and all support. And no one's ever inclined to do anything beyond just say hi. But I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to use the bathroom, and then we'll do another one. Can you do an absolute on assault? Yeah, I can do another assault run. I'm not going to play on chaos again, though. That was boring. 1 second, guys. Be right back.
Perhaps my next pilgrimage to Olympus Mons will free me from the last of this rebellious flesh.
Alright, what shall we play next? What shall we play, guys? Block Hammer Assault? I mean, Block Hammer is better now than ever with that, that new perk. Adrenaline Boost. This one. I haven't really tried it yet. I probably wouldn't take duelists as much on these builds if it weren't for the fact that all the other ones are kind of mid. Like scramble targeting, I mean, perfect block windows. It helps more than this, I think. At least for me. Though I'll say, like, the duelist helps a lot less with, like, perfect parry, because, like, how often is perfect parry that useful? Except for, like, heavy. I know it doesn't affect the startup time, however, there are times where if you're playing... Or if you are playing with, like, increased spawns, where, like, if you have a slightly bigger window for your parry on, like, a balanced weapon or something, you'll catch a lictor hit that would have otherwise smacked you in the face. I have had that happen a few times and saved my life. And anything that saves my life and increased spawns, I consider good. Personally. Though we're not playing that right now. Alright, let's rock the Thunderhammer. What outfit, though? That is the question. Exorcist again? I've been rocking a lot of Exorcists. Maybe like a Space Wolf. Well, these aren't the Space Wolves, these are the other ones. Omega Marines. Could go for that. Actually, let's just do Storm Giants. Why not? That makes the most sense, canonically. For, Wait, let me change the outfit piece, though. Let's change it to, like, the Mark Arendt helmet. This is by far the best helmet they've released for this game. And that's, like, the only clean version. And the fact that this one was, like, a FOMO event, it's fucking crazy. Is there another, question, chat? Somebody must know. Now, I have the secret level stuff. I feel like there was, like, one other FOMO event at the very beginning of the game that had, like, some Ultramarine stuff, like the weapons, during the initial, like, the launch Twitch drops. I did not get. I think that's true. That's something they had. Okay, what do we wear? All right, this outfit looks better. Or this one sucks ass. This is the worst one they ever. I will never use this. This one looks like, you know, a beginner modder's gear, like someone who's modded for the first time in their life with modeling. Like, this is what I would make. I'd be like, look, it's the armor piece, and I moved 3 skulls on it. This probably took them like 30 minutes to make. I mean, that's an exaggeration, but like, this is the laziest one of all of them by far. We'll wear this one. Okay. Block hammer. Which coloring will we be using? Not that one. I still need to get this. But we're going to go for max damage on this. We're going to go retribution, overcharge, knowledge of the enemy, strategic strikes, and all this. It was the secret level Twitch drops. Are you sure that was the only one? This isn't WoW. There's no economy for accounts with mounts. The reference I didn't expect to see in this chat. I like the skull chest for some heretic cosplay, but yeah, it's pretty whack. Yeah, it looks pretty whack. I agree, Odin. Is it even possible to do Nova Marine's look? Oh yeah, you can do Nova Marines in this game. I don't know if it's for proper Nova Marines. I don't know the exact heraldry for them, but Nova Marines are in this game. Though. I wouldn't say it's the right one. Okay. That being said, where are we going to rock this to? Exfiltration? Or Inferno? Or Ballistic Engine. Let's do Exfiltration. Actually, this map kind of sucks at the beginning for the Thunderhammer. Actually, this map kind of sucks in general for the Thunderhammer, but that's okay. No, the first Twitch drop was in December. Was in September, right at launch. Yep, it's true. I don't even remember what it was though. It wasn't very good. Whatever it was. I hope there will be a second time we can gain the items. I heard there would be at some point. They're supposed to be, eventually. Okay.
Ignoble Metrian was defied multiple summons to withdraw from a Mechanicus facility on Avarax, and we do not know why. Captain Akaran has tasked me to aid in your retrieval of the Magos biologists before the Tyranids completely engulf the mining base, causing unnecessary loss of data.
Let's do this.
Atmospheric conditions are suboptimal to mission deployment and evacuation.
Today we're rocking the Storm Giants Thunderhammer build. Maximum damage on this thing. Is it the most meta ever? Not exactly. That's okay. Because with the new Adrenaline Boost Prestige perk, now operating on Perfect Block to give us full knockback resist, the Thunderhammer is better than ever and already had pretty good hyper armor. But now, we get our light attacks off as well. Very useful.
The Trident stalks us, waiting for an opportune moment to strike. Brace for the beast, but keep pressing forward.
Let's go this way.
Run as one, brothers.
This seems like the path. There's a Guardian Relic spot over here.
I am airborne ready. The world this Xenos sought to consume, now consumes its carcass.
Right, no Guardian Relic. Man, I forgot how good the Thunderhammer's AoE is on his ground pound. What's with Zealous Blow? You made a mistake. You've activated our full power level. Now, it's moments like that I like Aftershock improved, because oftentimes the second hit in your Aftershock with that perk just lets you hit enemies you would otherwise be unable to. Man, you just blow them apart with the plasma pistol. Damn. Bot's going crazy.
Synchronize movement and press forward. The buried creature approaches.
That was pretty cinematic.
Make haste with singular purpose.
Alright, just ammo. Okay.
Smart Xenos. Knows when not to strike. We cannot waste our time or our ammunition. It will have no effect on that monstrosity.
Indeed, Viridian. Unless the Tyranid barrow
Beam it
devours
up
the
here.
target,
This area
its
can be a little
extermination
toxic,
is
but if we have a
not
jump pack,
critical.
really not too bad. Like, I'm kind of enticed to just land on everything, to be honest. A little worried about getting landed on, though.
That pitiful Xenos is horrible.
Okay. I think that's a lot of damage. I'm always shocked by how much damage a Thunderhammer actually does in this game, though. When you properly build into it. Alright, where is that guy? I have no clue. He'll come around eventually. Actually, I want to go back up there. Oh, that was not what I wanted. Oh, I can see the marker up there. A little bit. Oh, well, he came down here, so I can still steal. Or not.
The Imperium's hammer rises to strike.
You ruined my perfect Aftershock, Trigon.
Brace for subterranean rupture.
There you go. Good enough. Let's look at the other one.
That grotesque jump pack refuel. Do not let that one come to you. Xenos hunger is insatiable, but the Imperium is dominant.
I didn't get the charge up on that, unfortunately, so it didn't do a whole lot of damage. That time we did. When you're using the Aftershock on this thing, you really have to keep in mind that one charge is like... what is that number? But one charge up of your Aftershock is worth so much more
The Xenos invest.
than just swinging it immediately. The only time you should really be doing that is like contested HP. Wow, triple Bioware right off the bat. Probably not the worst spawn for Assault.
It seeks to engage us, brothers.
Definitely an annoying ass spawn to fight the Trigon with.
Swapping magazine.
Took us so long to kill those, we got another one. Okay. I like this.
Jump pack refuel. Another alien falls to the Imperium's keen blade. The Trigon cannot pick us off easily. Synchronize movement and press forward. Here comes the Trigon.
Oh, damn it.
Avenging angel, your soul. Reloading magazine.
Alright, come on out.
Me is an angel of death.
Well, I guess we kind of hit him. Someone hit him. We're good jump pack bug though. Alright, that may have been the most irritating place to possibly fight trio biovores, but really a whole lot of HP, so.
The Xenos infestation is stemming.
Oh shit. Let's get to that door before we run out of ammo. Assuming there's no ammo crate down there. And it doesn't look like there is.
A lift station lies just ahead, Meridian. Considering the Trigon's presence is incidental to our objective, utilize the lift to reroute closer to Metrian's keep.
Our gratitude, Lagos Galley, for the expedited route.
Alright, let me in. Get me out of here. Because I don't have the ammo to deal with like a double zone with spawn or something right now. And we definitely don't have a melted bomb yet. That was close. Close shot in the face. Yeah, okay. And this one.
Transport lift status. Begins, ceases. Begins, ceases.
It's never unseen, but rarely is it this little. Avenging angels. Now to the lift.
Alright, get me the hell out of here. Man, Thunderhammer slaps. What can I say? This is like the melee weapon in this game sometimes. I think like as far as like single target damage goes. The Aftershock. It's definitely up there.
Once more.
welcomes you to Longinus Gamma Bioresearch.
I'm not sure how this is going to go. I think we will use the melt-a-bombs at the end. If you didn't know, you can melt-a-bomb the Trigon in this game to knock it over. And that's pretty useful if you're using something like a Shadow Stab or an Aftershock, really any charge attack in this game, including like Plasma.
Can you analyze this servo skull?
Viridian, the servo skull is enslaved to an unknown master. I am...
Irritant signal silenced. Continue to discuss your fate amongst yourselves. It changes nothing.
No, the servo skull, brothers. It is clearly malfunctioning.
A suggestion. Abandon Gallio's misguided vendetta against the Lagos biologists. You know what Gallio and Metrian achieved together in the past. Ask about Project Zeta-6 if you ever speak to him again.
Did Magos Gallio do away with servo?
I don't know if the full charge is really necessary there, but it was pretty funny.
Gallio knows nothing of the shadow.
That servo skull deserves extra scrutiny. And
I'm just
so
gonna land my Aftershock right in like wherever these guys are, because or the Electro's gonna pop out. There's one Bramble Warrior out here just like turning this place into a jungle. I'm gonna land on your head. Alright, we are officially out of ammo. But we're also mostly out of enemies, so it all worked out.
Xenos Lurker stabbed out.
Okay. Probably gonna be an ammo crate up here. Yeah, there it is. Perfect. How convenient.
I hereby order you to turn your weapons on each other.
Boons of the Imperium.
Pretty sure this is the first patch 7.1 game with the Thunder Hammer.
Avenging Angel.
Though I don't think the Thunder Hammer really received any buffs outside the adrenaline boost of the no knockback on parry. And it already had some decent hyper armor. It's just made it slightly better. But slightly better is still better.
Victim to Metrian's mastery of malphonic disruptive weapons.
Drop a bomb right there. Guess I'll take that. I'm about to find one right through the door, but
So she will lie and storm in hope the Xenos swarm will devour you. Case in point, she has enslaved that servo skull as a crude mouthpiece. But give her word zero credibility for the mission's sake. At your own.
let's see here.
Adrian has failed thus far, and she will continue to fail.
Oh, Enzyme, thank you very much. Again.
Astartes, the facility is well stocked in mining gear.
Absolutely insane.
Melter charges to eradicate the tunnels and halt the infestation.
Set high and low guns. We need melters.
Generational support. Okay, let's go find this.
Scout for melter charges.
I'll thank you more after this game is done. Sorry for a little focus right now. Let me go in to body this guy.
We must supplement our warfare with melter charges.
Drop a hammer on his head.
Melter munitions are near. We must find them.
Oh, Enzyme, you're going to bed? Have a great night, dude. And thank you very much for the... For y'all, let's pause this game real quick. Thank you very much, dude. Seriously. And have a great night's sleep. It's very, very generous of you. Want to say that? Okay. Hold on, what are we doing here? Let me just catch up with chat for a second. Love my error code, Apple. I swear I know it's the meta right now, but I just cannot wrap my head around using block over fencing. Fencing just works for me. And, you know, if it just works for you, if fencing works for you, dude, that's totally fine. You don't have to use block. Like, everything's viable in this game. It's not like Darktide, where Havoc 40 has to be played with, like if you don't have it, at least part of your team using meta builds, you're going to severely struggle. This game doesn't really have anything like that. You can really all go in with whatever you want.
I have a melter charge. Clear a path.
Melter charges released. Protective eye gear also available.
Alright, let's find out what we got here.
Cleanse those Xenos passages.
I am airborne ready. Seal the Xenos-infested chasms with a thermal weapon. Xenos tunnel system is collapsed. Melter charge source. We can proceed.
Melter storage X0102 requisition authorization.
Land on this guy.
Avenging angels.
You are warned of a redundant system gridlocked by bureaucracy.
Alright. Scrap that. Where's the last tunnel? Is it over here? Must be, right?
Melter fire will
I've been
cauterize
brain frying. I've been having too much
the
fun
tunnel
killing all these guys, but there he is. Oh, we almost got charged back.
Jump pack refuel.
Man, the Thunder Hammer's fucking AoE clear of this game is just wild. Absolutely wild to me.
Hive tunnel destroyed.
land on these guys.
We dare not be late to apprehend this hatred.
Oh, more biovores. This is what we needed.
Avenging angel. We stand in victory against this foul tyrant. Let this harassing alien fight bolder and the Zoanthropus force to be
That was quite the thunder punch. That was quite the Storm Giant special, I might say. You know, the Storm Giants are allegedly
jump pack refueled.
pretty much guaranteed to be the successor chapter of the Salamanders, and that's why because they are physically stronger than like 99% of Space Marines. And everyone's like, why the fuck are they so why are they so buff? It's simple. It's because they're the sons of Vulcan, allegedly. Like no one's really sure, like completely sure, but they're big. And so is he. You know, you only have so many Primarchs to choose from.
Brothers, inside the facility, you'll find Mitri.
You can pick up another melt charge for after the one you place. That is true, but I'm not too worried about that at the moment.
Old friend of mine. If you missed our binaric discourses, you could have
Oh, I'm gonna land on all of you,
I observe you still pathetically cling
or most of you.
to soft tissue. Remember,
Man, one-shotting warriors with your ground pound always feels good.
metallic alloys stave off corrosion and degradation for far longer.
How far you have fallen, Ignoel. That I must drag you back into the light.
That pitiful
Okay.
Xenos was but
Got
an
this.
horrid blight. I am airborne ready.
Noel, Mitri, and you would all be dead by now.
Shock nades, I'll take it.
For our use.
So one of the final Guardian Relic spawns in this whole map is right over here. Well, there's another one after this, but it's like right at the very end. But there is a Guardian Relic spawn right here. Right on this table.
Imperium has spoken.
Right here. Right there.
Changing magazine. Prepare yourselves.
None of this matters. You will be dead.
3 meat lackeys seems like overkill, Galio. You think too highly of me. These poor, inert variables shall perish here, devoured by the Tyranids. And you do not care.
Mitrian shut down power to the uplink terminals. You must resupply the generator with a backup power cell. She hopes the Tyranids will annihilate you, but she underestimates the second company.
I beseech you, Galio. Bear witness to the summation of our
All right.
divine arithmetic from long ago. Remember Project Zeta 6?
As my theorems predicted, your life vector has converged with renegade factors, and Zeta 6 was a waste of computational resources and one perfectly
Oh, God.
good crux. Surrender now, and perhaps
I had a thing to land on them with. Oh, wait, I do.
after the
Eat this. Bonk, bonk. Oh, I didn't charge that one up all the way. Alright, see right there. Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Your Astartes shall die here, alone, in the dark.
source of power cells so we can restore
That was fun.
visibility.
See, that's what the Thunder Hammer's all about. You just bonk the Lictor in the head, and they can give him a concussion and then crush his skull. That's what one does. Oh, look. God, that will never not be. I forgot how fun the Thunderhammer was. Why have I not been playing this all day? Who told me to play Thunderhammer? Who told me to play Assault? Somebody did. I guess I was playing the Power Sword because that's fun too. I mean, Space Marine 2 is just fun right now. It's just fun right now. Maybe, you know, I don't really think it's a problem with the game. It's a little easier this patch because the Power Fantasy is pretty good, but I think you can't have both. Like, I don't think we need like some super ultra sweaty difficulty in this game, but more lictors to clear the skulls up would be good. That's how we deal with Termagants. Oh, they're back. That's how we also deal with them. One of your opinion is the strongest build for Bullwark. Is it still Power Fist and Intimidating Aura? Honestly, you know, there's an argument to be made that Power Sword is probably the best right. It could be the best right now. Just because of how much board clear you have on top of like super reliable, super duper reliable board clear and Majora's damage. I think I said board clear twice. Forgive me, I'm playing a game. I mean, whatever the most powerful build is of Bullwark, it's gonna be with Invigorating Icon. I think I was without saying. Like, I don't even put that in build guides because it's just obvious. And you're either taking Glory Shield or you're taking Invigorating Icon in that class. But the Power Fist is very, very good. I just feel like the Power Fist is kind of boring to use sometimes. Because like, it's pretty much just say, okay, it doesn't really play like a Power Fist should. Like, it can be fun, but it plays like a different weapon. Just a giant, long-range thunderclapper. And that's cool. But I don't really feel like it's a melee weapon. So I prefer the Power Sword now. Personally.
Light and darkness. How easily flesh parts deceive
Bonk.
perception.
Why, you're alive?
Disrupt her attempts to connect
Not for
with
long.
the Celesti's network.
Okay, maybe if my
Mithril will seize
Thunderhammer
any
points in the opposite direction of you.
crucial data, which would
Not
deem
normally.
this mission a failure. Do not
Oh,
let
you
her
are a
connect
victim.
to the consoles.
Stay right there. We'll get there eventually.
Take Christ from her cradle of wires.
I am copies of copies, backups of backups.
And that range is pretty far.
And I degrade not. You have already fallen.
Dig in.
Now, I do suck at the Trigon boss fight, so we'll see how that goes. But it can't be that bad.
Commencing signal severance.
XFC Charge Berserker was pretty fun. I thought it was a decent... Oh, it was a bug? Did they actually patch it? Is it gone now? Does that mean I can post my other Vanguard video and it's still correct?
This console is offline.
Return to Mithril's containment unit.
Wow, look, I just took advantage for the first time this whole game of that,
Crash. The deeper you set our hooks.
took advantage of the improved contested health restore on the ground pound.
Another alien form.
But I feel like that's kind of redundant at times. Like, there aren't a whole lot of times where like, oh my god, my contested health, I have to ground pound the Minoris guy. It's usually like, I'm gonna ground pound the Majoris sitting in my face. Wait, let me rechat for a second. Does anybody actually have confirmation? Was it a bug? Was the whole Vanguard Prestige thing a bug? And did they patch it? How do they fuck up a bug? Like, how does that even happen? Genuinely, I would like to know. They're like, oh, we made this perk give cooldown, but instead it just makes you OP. Oops. Didn't mean to do that, guys. Sorry. You know, hot take. I feel like ground pound in this game should just give you all of your contested health back, no matter what. I don't think that'd be OP at all. It's like I barely benefited from it. And that would also like 100% stop all those players that are like diving in on the snipers and such, and they get shot in the face while they're mid-flight. Like that's like the #1 complaint I see from assault players, or like people who are learning assault, is like because you do have to learn the timing, and no other class has to do that. Like I guess you know it's good that it's skill cap, but it's pretty fundamental to this, to like an entire class be able to land on the heads.
Sending updated extraction coordinates to you now, Viridian.
A dev put it in just for himself.
Jump pack refuel.
They claim it was a bug, but somebody deliberately gave it a name and specified all the separate damage buffs. They just did it for fun. It was all a prank, guys. It's always a bug. Oops. It's just his manifesto, dude. It was just the Vanguard manifesto. That's all it was. Don't worry about it. I didn't even get to try it out. Ow, I even hit this. I'm getting grabbed an awful lot today. Just by hitting my button. I've even seen like, sometimes I'll see the grab go off on the guys, I'll hit my C button, I'll see my character do the parry animation, and he won't grab the guy. Oh, I've been here before, I know where this ends. Meanwhile, Cricket's chirp as tack does 200% damage. True. Real and true. How can you say something so controversial and so brave? Yet so true. We de-linked them. That's all that matters.
We have purged the zone from mind and
You think it's the same? And it won't be changed? Hold on. Let me read this in a second. I'm not getting these guys on my ass. You think it's still the same and probably won't be changed? If you want, you can still try it. I thought they said it was a bug. I'm getting conflicting information here. You know, I was looking at some old footage, and I forgot how OP zone throws were. And like when the game started, they would constantly swap their shields like endlessly. They also have like a double, like both guys would shoot you on the regular. It would normally have a cooldown. It was all very toxic. Now there is a mod coming out for this game that's going to bring in Sanguinary Guard, and I hope that comes out fairly soon, because I would love to play that. That looks cool as shit. Wow, all the frag grenades. They're really what we want. Not really. I'm gonna land on those. You guys over there. If we can. One annoying little finale here. Eat this.
Avenging angels will expose them. The Xenos scum should have remained in hiding. The survivor
I made it from downtown. The Lakers Marine. Gotta put that outfit on. Just make all your Marines like football color or basketball, not football. Basketball color. Alright, I want the cool animation on you. Alright, that one's okay. What the one attack you could have done to knock me out of that. BioWare. Boba Fett. Alright, I'm going in. I'm thinking I'm gonna fighting a BioWare out there. Oh, this is cool. Hold on. That's a little... Hold on. Get in position, Sword Warriors. For the camera. Thank you. I fuck with that. Oh, the little fog there. Wait, hold on. Let me make a better screenshot than this. Alright, this is like too much fake blood. Alright. That's a Quentin Tarantino movie. You post a video on your channel, I'll type that out in a second. After this, it's probably my last game anyway, so might as well. I can also, yeah, we could do a comparison video. Good thought. Good thought, nonchalant. Alright, get me in here. So I can die to this guy instead. Alright. Let's go and kill a... Eat the hammer. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, maybe this will be easier than I thought. How'd that feel? Oh, I didn't even do that right at all. Alright, we'll get close to him eventually. Alright, one day. One day it'll come for us. It's not today.
Look for an attack from above.
There we go, actually got that time. Alright, well, we're kind of fucking him up. Alright, give me the bombs.
Place melter charges on the Xenos swarm spots.
Alright, I think the melted bomb over there.
Leave no unholy aberration alive, brothers. I am airborne ready.
Alright, I think it's gonna kill more of them, not gonna lie. Probably the precision strike on.
Remote detonation.
Ow. Oh, of course he goes in rage. I think enraged enemies are very poorly implemented in this game at the moment. Hot take. Bonk, bonk. Where's my melted bum?
Fresh supplies, brothers. Commencing race for an assault from above. Jump pad resumed.
Rip that guy.
My congratulations.
Imagine like you're revving up your attack, you just watch like a giant thunder hammer land in your head.
Despite the odds.
Magos, how well did you know Metrian?
Ignore Metrian and the historical dataset she possesses are for Mechanicus eyes only. But rest assured, she is in trustworthy hands now. You have my gratitude for your efforts, and I shall recommend some honorifics for your service. Of
Everly, you have your retribution, don't
There is
forget
much
it.
to pass, much to learn, and much to reminisce about.
I never liked Enrage. Makes the enemy a pain in the ass. They heal, do more damage, gain immense stagger resist. Yeah. It's not fun. It's not a fun mechanic. I think the heal is the worst part, because the way this game is set up is like, okay, you know, I'm gonna strategically get this guy, then I'm gonna strategically get this guy. But if they have a heal, you're just gonna be like, oh, this sucks. Can you show your hammer build last time? Sure can. I've noticed like Glowing Red Warriors, but never gave it much thought. You'll give it a thought, I promise you. When the Enraged Devourer points his gun at you and two-shots you. I just really leave the Enraged dude for last. I really like the Lakers assault idea. Slam Jam assault. Hell yeah, the LeBron James. Well, I guess LeBron James isn't, you know, but you know what I'm saying. Who the fuck is LeBron James for? Oh my god, I'm self-reporting my lack of knowledge. He was Lakers. Okay, I was right. I was right. I fucking love that one movie, the Looney Tunes movie, Slam Jam, Space Jam. Space Jam. I mean, that's basically Space Jam. If you're a Space Marine Lakers, you're Space Jam. Holy shit! That actually sounds like an amazing thing. The Space Jam Marine. How are you able to one-shot Majoris? You just take Precision Strike. On top of all these melee perks. Well, this one also counts. You see melee damage. And then you just take the, go down this tree. Like this. I'll also take this if you really want. Or this. But go all the way down. That's all you have to do. Is land on their head. Alright, guys. Come on and slam, you got the jam. Hell yeah. From French Blood Angels, bro. With a fucking baguette and a blood drop, dude. I hope you're actually French and not just taking the piss. Make a 30k World Eater. Does Balance Hammer work with this build? I don't think so. I think it's only Block Hammer. Block Hammer is the one you want for the damage. It's the one that hits the breakpoints as far as I'm aware. I mean, maybe the Block Hammer, the Balance one does, but like Balance already loses out on some... I think it's only Block. What are the stats? I mean, you could use this one too, I guess. So, like, my question is, why are some of some of these stat spreads they didn't put any thought into at all? Like, maybe this balanced one works because this balanced one has more damage than this one. This one could probably one-shot. If you really wanted to use a balanced one, but like, I don't know why you necessarily would. But you're kind of missing out on, like, you're pretty much only gonna use your Aftershock with this because Aftershock, as far as I know, it's not affected by speed. But this will affect a ton of other things that you do. And this weapon's already slow, so I just use the block one personally. Balance hammer can one shot with certain perks. That makes sense. Not a fan of Assault's gear perks. Needs a hard rework, for sure. Like, cause he just has boring ones, which are like, I mean, this is like a pretty clever one. Precision Strike is like probably one of the most well-designed ones in this whole tree. Zealous Blow. I hope they don't ever change this because it's just fun to use. But Precision Strike giving you like a bonus with a negative. There should be more things like that in this game, and not like the stupid one with the heavy bolt pistol. It's like, oh, you do more headshot damage. That thing you definitely want. You do less of that thing you don't want at all. Cause like this isn't really a trade-off. This is just a do 20% more damage on the thing you want to do, and 10% less on the thing you don't care about. What about Fist? Does it work on Fist? I don't think it works on the Fist anymore. They changed the breakpoints. Anyways, guys, I'm going to call it there. I've been streaming for 3 hours. Thanks for watching. Thanks for everyone who showed up. And thank you to everyone who donated. Very, very much appreciated. Have a great night. I'm getting tired here. For some reason, God. Dating myself. Old ass man. Tactical precision is actually 30% headshot damage and minus 10 range damage. Excuse me? This is a lie. That still comes out to more though, because headshots are so important in this game. Love, peace, and chicken grease. See, this guy understands my language. Anyways, interesting. Write that down. Write that down. I'll have to... You should check my typo post on Focus. On Focus Together. Oh yeah, Focus Together. That's the name of the forum. Yeah, I'll take a look at that at some point, Hypex. Drunk dad nap time, true, dude. You see, they're like, oh man, see, the drunk gamer dads, well, they're obviously drunk gamer dads if they got upset at being called drunk gamer dads, but like, I never said that was a bad thing, okay, guys? I never said it's a bad thing to be I had to make a whole pinned comment that it's okay to be a drunk gamer dad. It's not a bad thing. It wasn't supposed to be an insult. In fact, it was my friend who said that first, like, oh, Space Marine 2 is a great game for drunk gamer dads, and I'm like, hell yeah. Anyways, maybe I'll take that video down. I don't think so though. I'll just leave it up. I thought I was pretty reasonable in that video. Okay, I try to be like as blatantly like it's okay to play what you want to play, and I'm just talking about one difficulty. I'm just talking about what Saber said, but you know that's controversial in some circles. So what are you gonna do? That's how it is. Real drunk gamer dads wouldn't get upset, dude. Why would you even get upset at that, dude? Let me read you the comment. Like, this comment got uploaded. So... where was it? Yeah, this guy said... Nobody, and I mean nobody, enjoys paying $60 plus for a game to constantly get their ass kicked and never make it through a level. Not everyone is a YouTube content creator and needs some reason to create content. If it's not hard enough for you, then go find another game. But don't try to justify making the game so difficult for casual gamers that it sucks. Nothing is worse than buying a game that is so damn hard to play or master, you just don't play it and delete it from the hard drive. And I want to say, I think he's correct here. Like, that is true, but that's not what I'm saying in that video at all. And then he says, following this, the statement that I do agree with. I have seen this happen with so many potential great games. Drunk dad gamer comment was lame. Who the hell do you think can afford to buy these games, lol? It's us dads who work all day so we can buy them for us and our kids and play together. Getting your ass kicked at work doesn't need to be piled on by an overly hard game to ruin your evening. So pass on making shit harder. Thank you very much. That is definitely a dad. That wasn't even a hate comment. That was just like a dad that like, I want to play this game with my kids and I want to play an absolute, but like my response to this is just like, okay, if you don't have time to play the game, if you don't have time to play a game, why do you load the game up on the hardest difficulty humanly fucking possible? Like, I don't go into Call of Duty and then turn on Veteran when I was like 8 years old because I just want to go and like play Veteran. Like, oh man, wow, they're all shooting me in the face. I'm fucking dying. Maybe because it's called like the hardest difficulty in the whole game. Like, they could just lower the difficulty to like one of other 5 options. That's all. I mean, I think that's pretty reasonable, but like I actually got flack for saying that by some people. But what are you gonna say? Yeah, if only the game had 6 difficulty settings. It's like we've all forgotten why difficulty levels were invented in video games in the first place. And it's for the exact reason of you want a skill floor. Yeah, you make difficulty levels in a game because you want a skill floor that everyone can reach. So like somewhere in here is a game mode for everybody. But when the best players in the game, or like, you know, I'm not even saying the best players, like when you're top like 10% players, or whatever it may be, and Saber said this, that the absolute difficulty clear rate was too high. When the players that understand your game are like, this game is too easy on the hardest possible option for them, the game doesn't actually have content anymore for players that want to master it. And that's really all they want. Like, I'm not saying you have to make it some like sweat fest. It's just that some people want to have like an actual they just want to have a reason to master the game, and that's obviously not for everyone, but that's why you make difficulty levels. And like these 5, and like, you know, right now I just feel like there isn't a ton, like there isn't like any truly difficult content in the game unless you're like playing like maybe Assault on absolute solo, and that's fine. I like Chaos, and that's fine for some people. But I wasn't even talking about myself in that because I don't really play absolute, like standard absolute first challenge anyways. It's just like I've seen this talked about, like where people are just farming at level 1. But you know, everyone's experience is different. I think it's a valid opinion that the game shouldn't be too hard. I don't disagree with him. And obviously, you know, if you just want to play with your kids, you know, real talk, guys. I played this game with my dad, so I understand that some people just suck at games and they just want to play with their kids, and that's fine because that's my dad, and that's what he does. And Bodark, thank you very much for the $10. That's incredibly appreciated. With a comment of Lamau. It was pretty funny. I don't want to dog on that guy because I understand that, like, you know, if you're just playing your game, but it is kind of funny when it's like, just like how different the mindset is of some people. That's just how it's gonna be. Helldivers is at this point. Yeah, so I understand, because my dad didn't want to get this game for a long time because he was like, I'm gonna suck at that game. Everyone's gonna shit on me. He didn't even know it was like a co-op game. So that's all. So I had to like convince him to come play. My power fantasy feels, yeah, my power fantasy feels fake if I can't beat absolute solo with 2 hot dogs and a potato. Yeah, to each their own. Exactly. Like, that's how it's gonna be. You know, I don't want to shit on that person, but I found that comment kind of funny because I feel like you just misunderstood what I was trying to say. But anyways, I'll leave that on that note. Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you again, Potark, for the super chat, and have a great night, everybody.